We are in and recording, I think. Yes, we are.
And action.
Hello, Internet.
Welcome to Shattered Star Session 61. 8 sessions away from a magical number.
And Thing is very excited. Good Lord, what is up with that face?
Lockhart, it's too early and it's too late in the day to do math, so stop that now.
Well, he's an accountant. What do you expect? He always does math.
Yeah, right. Always too late in the day for math.
That's just every day.
What are you doing? Come here.
She's running
around. Cushion and go to sleep. Come on, settle down.
Comment on Cobb's World of Spell Group. I left a comment and they were talking about one of their sessions, and they were trying to figure out what job I had. It's like, no, you're not quite going close. What were they thinking? They were a doctor. There were some odd ones. They were trying to figure out what kind of job lets you. They thought computers too lets you listen to podcasts all day and stuff. Anyway,
anything in an office, basically.
My job lets me do anything I like, as long as it isn't actually work.
Anything but hat making.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
So, yes, I am Lockhart, the GM and controller of Alex, the archaeologist half-elf cohort. To my right, we have Thing.
I'm Thing, player of Gorham, the half-orc fighter.
And maker of startling sounds on occasion.
Cheers.
If the rest of the group is done hyperventilating and shock...
What did you expect? I'm trying to be all calm after my earlier on giggling fits, and then he starts with that.
Holy crap. They're just going to get to me, I'm just going to show them my ass spot.
Thing broke Lindsay! Thing broke her!
Two things right, we have the lovely Heather.
Hello, Internet. My name is Heather. I play Arrow of the Wind. She is a Zen archer. I'll get this intro down eventually.
Right? That'll be the day we all die.
Just suppress the gag reflex. It'll work eventually.
Just swallow. Don't think about the taste.
I'm gonna have to sit with my mute button on, apart from when I need to speak, because otherwise I'm gonna laugh until I cry. Sorry.
To the right of Heather, struggling to maintain a regular breathing is the lovely Lindsay.
Yes, I'm Lindsay, and I'm playing Juniper, who is a tiefling witch who has a really good sense of humor, apparently.
Hey!
Right, I'm muting myself now till I can.
And the YouTube watchers will see a wonderful release of laughter to Lindsay's muted video.
Good work there, Linz.
Thanks.
To Lindsay's right, we have Hal.
Hello, Internet. That's Heather missed it. I'm Hal. I play Demir Greycastle, the human oracle of battle. Rah.
Begrudgingly.
And to Hal's right, stoic to all senses of humor and watching over us is the head of Ekna.
I don't want to see my ass spot.
It's okay, I'm uploading the screen cap to the site now.
You probably are as well, aren't you?
Poor Lindsay, she's gonna die! I've never heard her laugh so hard!
I can hear. Maybe I could use it as my Facebook profile picture.
Help people recognize you around the office.
More people will recognize me from that than recognize me from my face, probably.
What kind of cons do you go into, Hal?
The wrong kind of con. Furry cons, thing. Furry cons.
Ronnie
Furry
Hal.
cons aren't that bad.
Really? I thought it was all about the ass sex.
Stop, no fair.
It's great when PaizoCon and BrawnyCon were about a block apart at 2 hotels in Seattle.
That's funny.
Well, the furry cons I've gone to weren't that bad, really.
Really? You probably been going to the wrong ones.
Well, apparently I didn't.
Yeah, the ones that Hal goes to aren't like that.
I could make such comments, but they would probably not be in taste.
I could out-comment you so much, Lockhart. You know that right now. That's not a game you want to play.
Fast and the Furious.
Might not take comment. In any event,
I'm fair enough. Shut up.
Barmy sheep.
one last little promotional opening line here before we get started. If you enjoy this video on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Or just, if you're listening to the podcast, head over to the rpgmp3.com website and comment and stuff.
And also become a patron, because this shit's expensive. Although it doesn't sound it.
Well, the lawsuits, well, you know.
The lawsuits are expensive.
You should know thing.
Hey, at least 6 hours without being sent to HR.
You go in a whole day almost?
Yeah.
Well, hey, that merits a drink, I think.
Cheers.
When we last left off, the group had taken a little bit of a backtrack to investigate a mouse-shaped faucet that was trapped. As we missed it on the audio last time, one might say a mouse trap.
I will own up to that.
Terrible.
The weird thing is, again, I only realized it when I was thinking about if it was shaped like a bird's head for it to be a booby trap.
Booby trap.
And then the
Oh
obvious
my
came to mind,
God.
oh wait, no, it's shaped like a mouse because it's a mouse. Oh, you're such an idiot.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't.
So I believe the party had fairly easily dealt with a surge of water that shot the faucet into Arrow, the sudden appearance of a water elemental, and now from the hallway to the party's west,
To the west.
west, left, directions are weird.
We'll call it the west.
Yes. You can hear the sounds of somewhat growls and doors opening and some shuffling movement.
Werebear stare.
I think it's a werebear.
And I think I actually just went out without thinking, reset the initiative tracker. So let's have new initiative, shall we?
Remember, click your token first.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So tired of clicking my token, Lockhart.
9.05.
25! Oh my god, that's the
Ooh.
fastest I've gone in ages.
I'm going faster than Alex? Wow.
Alex's initiative is not that special. She's only a +3 mod to it.
Weirdly, I can't move the turn order thing around, so I can't actually see the buttons that are underneath it.
Oh, if you click at the top of turn order, there should be a little arrow thing. You should just be able to move it.
Yep, normally I can, and I have no issue with it generally.
How about I do
For some reason,
this?
it's not doing it anything. Thank you. Let me try that. Initiative. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why it
And
wasn't
then-
working.
If I bring it up,
Yep.
does that move it in a neutral spot or something that you can readjust?
Yeah, it's fine now, but it's not letting me readjust it.
Weird.
Weird.
It'll be an upgrade.
I never normally have a problem. Weird.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I like this.
Strange.
All right, so everyone is on initiative, and now I'm just going to add a couple things.
One opponent, 12 growlies and slimies.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh. Growlies and slimies.
Yeah.
You're all right, dear.
I swallowed too much too hard trying to get a pill down.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
And it feels like you're trying to swallow a grapefruit or something, and it's stuck in your chest.
I'm not saying anything more.
I've never quite gotten those ooze fetishists.
Ay. I kind of set myself up for that, didn't I?
Alright.
Good, clean fun.
Do we still have any spells running, or did we just finish with the trap?
I believe heroism is still generally up. I cannot recall anything else in particular.
I don't think so either. I don't think I cast things like a Blessing of Fervor or anything.
I mean, technically there's a chance there could be a freedom of movement on, but I really don't remember that far
I
back.
had freedom of movement on me.
You have freedom of movement on you? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think that's probably it, other than some standard things. I think most things have been in the healing category.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
What?
They upgraded their spell sheets.
I wish they'd leave things alone, Lockhart.
Well, it's not
Alex
bad.
only have 26 hit points.
What?
Alex only has 26 hit points.
That
Ouch.
doesn't quite sound right.
I thought we healed. I only have 58. I thought we healed. Maybe we didn't.
Oh, maybe you didn't heal.
Arrows down to 64.
I think we were actually going quite quickly to combat. To the
Yeah, I think
next
you were
thing.
attacking us after our previous combat, weren't you?
Yeah, because of sounds and stuff.
Because you're mean like that.
Yes.
But we're stealthy.
Right? Like the ninja wind.
Good thing is the party is ahead of most of the other initiatives.
Come on, you. Sit down. Settle down. What are you doing? What are you sniffing? Whatever it is, get off it. And sit in your little rug. Ruby is investigating under my desk.
Is that where you hide the food?
That's exactly right. It's where I hide the food. It's where I hide the food. Lindsay keeps muting herself.
I do, because I'm worried I'm going to laugh. So I'm just muting myself in case somebody says something dirty and I laugh again.
Stop looking at me. You don't have to worry about laughing.
Oh, I only laugh at you sometimes.
Yeah, but I got my pants on now, so it's okay.
All right. To the sounds of the approaching growlies, Demir gets first reaction. Most of the party.
Where are they coming from? Down the corridor? Are they coming from down that northern passage or further down the corridor?
Yes, they are coming from the northern passage.
Okay.
The northern directly above us, or the northern to the left a bit, or the northern really to the left?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Lockhart knew what I meant. Oh, I guess it's combat.
There's a passageway that goes west of the party, which has one divergent that splits north before ending at a fork that splits north and south.
Something's coming.
They're coming from the first divergent.
I'll cast Blessing of Fervor. Clearly it's a fight we want to be starting, so I'll bless the party while they're all together in a nice little group.
The party feels that nice narcotic rush of fervor.
That's somebody smashing their head against the table.
Combat starts.
Very good. Aha! It is the combat. Bang, bang, bang. Is that the blending, Lockhart? It's the blending.
Look, Lockhart had to mute himself too.
There may be some blending going on. Oh, no, he's lost his camera.
That was by accident, I'm pretty sure.
That's pretty hilarious.
Can they do that on Gorham's combat turn?
That's where you're grinding through some people.
Yeah.
Juniper's turn.
Oh,
funny.
that's me. Yeah, what am I doing? I've been too busy laughing to pay attention, I'm sorry. But we hear noises, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
From the north?
from that
Yes.
passage there.
Okay, can I hold my action?
You can,
Until I see something I can hit.
though likewise, and again, I cannot recall this. I don't think you've used your healing hex, maybe?
I don't think
It's
I
not
have.
good for us to take like 2 weeks off. I forget all these
No.
abilities.
It's not good at all.
Just assume everybody's full on everything, and
Let me see.
Because, yeah, we did say Demir, Alex, and Arrow have some not insignificant hit point damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then maybe I shall do that.
some people can't hold their water.
So
Apparently
you could use a healing hex against one of them.
Alex is probably the closest to death.
Okay. 3d6 plus 12, I think, right? If I was doing
Yes, that sounds about 3d8. 3d8.
that. 3d8.
Healing is in d8s for some reason.
Dang, is that a big enough hip flask?
I got another.
Oh my god.
Plus my bandolier of smaller ones.
You're so hilarious.
20 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, that feels better. Thank you, Juniper.
Wasn't very good, was it?
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Better than when I
that's-
heal people.
Hang on, that's only plus 6. I thought you were doing plus 12.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
So there should be another.
Alright, yeah. So it's 26 then.
Yeah, no, that's
Even
quite
better.
All right. Arrow on the wind.
Shoot it dead before we even see it.
She actually is low on key points.
Oh no!
I have 1 key point left.
Oh no! This could be like a normal archer.
What do you think, shug us or just more clip-offs?
Now, granted, I still have my perfect shot pool to go into, but I think I'd have to see
Yes.
what I'm
you
shooting
know,
at first.
you also kind of need somewhat of a straight line now.
Oh.
Yeah.
No more
My-
big shots?
My MP is put out for now.
Keep an eye open for mana potions.
Arrow could try to scout ahead, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I think Arrow has a light source on her too.
So I'm going to put her about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet ahead.
All right, very good. Arrow steps forward and is able to see down a hallway with doors on each side.
I should also mention she has an arrow ready, just in case.
Fair enough.
The hell is that,
I
Lockhart?
have to roll for 3 insanity saves.
I found the werebears!
How do we know there were werebears here?
Uh,
We
You
saw
found
tracks a couple rooms behind.
earlier.
oh, and
Aren't werebears good?
anything.
I met a
Knowledge.
moment, but I did read up on it a little bit. They're considered, a little bit lawful, but, fairly
I thought they
neutral.
were all out good, as in they do good things.
But these ones have
Uh,
probably been driven insane by that slimy thing behind them.
Oh, really? Whatever that is. Or maybe you can knock them out and uninsane them.
First of all, let's try not to metagame too much if the characters know.
Dude,
that being
you
said-
have played with us before, right?
Right. I should
That's
probably
why I
do
mention
it.
it.
Sorry.
Should I make a knowledge nature check or
I was going to mention, I think the party has done a checksum before. You could do another knowledge nature. But typically, yes, as part of the lycanthropic effect, werebears tend to be of a lawful goodish alignment, or at least they will be eventually. It somewhat changes the nature of the person to slowly become that.
So the more recently they've been turned, the nastier they could be.
It's possible, yes.
Okay, so I got a number 2 on the knowledge check.
All right, and yes, you are able to confirm this as well as the typical things that they have some status as forest guardians, often somewhat of an honored status among more tribal religions, and even that of Aristil. And are shapeshifters. They are able to go between a human and bear form, and those of a particular strong breed are able to go in a hybrid form, which these 4 seem to be in. They have tough skin that only silver can damage easily. And their bite, of course, carries the curse of lycanthropy with it as well.
Curse of awful goodness.
There's also a creature in the back there, but just a description. Several large bedrooms and a pair of storerooms line the walls of this hallway. The doors hang open, revealing the dusty, disorganized contents of each room, while the door to the north barely hangs on its hinges, revealing a smashed and battered armory beyond. Going through this smashed northern door is a rather large creature propelling itself on 4
Jeez.
tentacles.
Dude, what is it? There's some
Oh, look.
ridiculous.
It's
There's some
another
ridiculous
clip-off.
shit in this dungeon.
The pale creature has 4 suckered arms that end in pincers. A gnashing maw gapes in its head between 2 staring eyes. It's large enough by itself to take up most of the 10-foot wide hallway. In front of it are 4 humanoid bear amalgamations, somewhat wearing armor and carrying large axes.
And plates.
Ooh.
These humanoids are covered in shaggy fur and carry heavy axes in their clawed hands.
Nice.
Does Era want to make me a sense motive check?
Yes, she does.
Come
I
on.
want to invite us to a tea
You know
party.
they're lawful good. You're going to put down your weapons and welcome your brothers.
Yeah.
She knows they
Alright.
They're bringing us sushi. That's what they're doing.
Let's see, sense motive.
I don't
That's
think
fine.
Era has the knowledge planes though. But
Can,
yes,
can you
motive.
sense motive if you have 0 in it?
You can.
15.
You can't actually see this right now,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay. Well, then you should have just said I didn't see it. I wouldn't have done
Well,
Duh.
you asked a general question.
it. No, I asked a very pointed leading question, I thought.
But you can sense Arrow's motive as she senses their motive. And
Exactly. That is what I
I-
meant, actually.
As Arrow looks over them, there's something glazed and uncertain about them. Something that would almost look intoxicated or not quite themselves.
So they're possessed.
Juniper, you see perhaps a slight guardedness and frown upon Arrow's face, as though she sees something she's not very fond of looking at down that hallway.
I sense motive on her.
And that's what
Which
she
is
does.
caution.
I rolled a 15. Ta-da!
So that was Arrow's move action.
Kill some things. Gribbly squid, gribbly squid.
The gribbly squid's colors seem quite muted for now.
Gribbly squid.
You're not quite overcome immediately with any sort of revulsion upon looking nearby it, but perhaps you are just too far away.
Gribbly
until it
squid.
starts prismatic spraying us or whatever. Yeah.
Gribbly squid.
She could call out asking who's there. Or, well, I suppose that would be redundant since she could see them.
You can see them.
I sense motive. They're not in their head. Damn. What to do?
Kill them all. The only way to be sure. Says nobody at all.
Murder volley.
Oh, I don't know. This could go foul so quickly.
You have moved, so you can only take a standard action. And
Right.
I suppose we're assuming you're going to take the +2 to attack, +2 to saves and defense and stuff from the Blessing of Fervor, because you've moved.
Right.
It's up to you if you wish to speak and attempt to rouse them, or you can shoot.
Let's see.
You know nothing about the gribbly, squishy thing in the back.
Except for it looks awful.
As a cultural check, what do the Shawanti respect werebears in any respect?
There is a certain respect of them. I don't believe particularly your tribe, but there are some that would reverence them as a part of a bear token.
Kill it.
Children.
Just kill it. Just kill the squid. It's bad. Then we can decide what we're doing about it. See, Ruby agrees. That's two.
Yes.
That's two against everybody else.
Just run over the
Perhaps
bears.
I
to
should
the
listen to
square.
the devil dog.
Devil
Yeah.
dog.
Devil dog.
Devil dog.
It's
That was me
alright,
talking
Rube.
to. She's been doing that all day, actually.
Well, logically, I suppose the tentacle thing that I can barely see is the one controlling these respectable creatures. So Arrow is going to take aim. Maybe.
Maybe taking a shot at the squishy thing, slimy thing.
You could do it.
I'm gonna shoot the squishy thing, and I proclaim perfect shot.
Very good.
So how many points is that? Is that 2?
You can make so find your basic attack. And your single basic attack.
Ruby, it's okay.
Roll it 3 times then, basically. But we'll just take the damage from the first one. Or some. Actually, just press it once, and then we'll roll 2 extra d20s.
Okay. So
Just do a single attack.
Okay.
Okay. So your first roll is a 13. So roll 2 more d20s. So /R 2d20. Okay. So a 6 and a 1 are both worse than your regular results of a 13. So we'll take your best result. So reduce your perfect strike by 1. So a 30 will hit the squid type creature. And the damage you will do is 23 points, because it is a large creature.
I have experience with large game.
You do. The arrow strikes it. There's a brief flash of colors around the skin of the wound. It doesn't seem to go very deep, though. Once again, this creature appears to have some sort of damage reduction that normally you overcome by shooting the same spot over and over. Single arrows may not be that effective.
That's why you poison them.
Gorham!
How does cornering work in movement?
You can't take sharp corners.
Okay, so I guess
You
I
have
will.
to step around them.
I guess I will end up next to Arrow then.
If you want to be on the outside, yes.
All right, and I will brace for them to charge. I guess since I don't really ranged.
Okay.
Brace for them.
Readying. Are you specifically bracing for a charge?
Oh, I'm readying for to hit them when they come near me within range.
Okay.
It occurs to me that Arrow needs to work on her communication skills.
Growlies. Can I rename that?
Oh, you can.
I don't think I can. So the werebears are now just going to be called Growlies.
How cute.
I'm a little worried that Slimies is plural also.
He has many tentacles.
It's only 4.
Did the last clip off try and implant things in us? Or
Yep.
Demir?
Try to lay eggs.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it was gross.
Okay. For a moment, the werebears just stand there, but then all of a sudden, their faces are filled with a fierce animal snarl, and they charge towards you, axe being lifted, teeth bared, mouths frothing somewhat. Or at least saliva being spittled around. Bare mouth are like that.
This is bad. This is bad.
So we'll have the first one. Gorham can get his ready action.
All right. Let's see. So that would be
Standard attack
30.
will hit. Excuse me.
And let's see. Okay. Oh, jeez. $33.
It is a good chunk of damage. I believe it is still standing, however.
I'm not surprised. I don't have silver, but I have adamantium at least.
Hooray!
This doesn't make much sense. So let's see, that's 33 points.
Adventine.
Quick little adjustments. Because I think something. Right. So yes, your slash hits it, but again you encounter some feeling of resistance slightly. And then it raises its own axe against you.
An axe. It fights with a proper weapon-ish.
$23.
Not quite.
Fair enough. The second one charges into Arrow, raising its axe, slicing down at the slightly armored archer. A 29?
I think I can afford that.
I think she has 30.
I think
With your
so.
fervor going?
Yeah, there's a
I
fervor
find that in my
bonus going
core,
on.
right? No. That's
Depends.
In your defense, here.
defense. Yeah. It's been a minute. Yeah, my AC is 30.
Okay. Arrow is definitely able to dodge the swing that almost feels clumsy to her.
Though I beat it by
These-
1 point. It was close.
These other two are going to lumber up behind, roaring and clawing to try and get to the front almost.
Yes, claw your way through your compatriots to get to me.
There's a slight bubbling of color over the creature in the back, watching. Alex.
I'm almost regretful as like a cephalopod. I like cephalopods.
Calamari
Alex-
tonight.
What should Alex do? The front line's kind of taken. She doesn't really have much. Doesn't have a lot going on for her.
She can fluff Demir.
Oh my goodness, they did. Oh my goodness, they did adjust things.
Probably.
I don't know. I think for well, she could always she can always attack the bear with cover. Stand beside Arrow. Make an attack against the bear. So this will be at a +2 bonus for the Blessing of Fervor. But unfortunately will be defeated by cover. Oh. Does someone have a phone near a computer?
Might be mine. Sorry.
Round 2. Slimies.
No.
Yay!
What is Mr. Slimy's going to do?
Gonna wonder what sort of bug bite I gave him.
Stand back and let his minions work. Enjoy the show as we carve up these good but demented creatures.
All right. The colors flow and move, and for a second, it looks quite friendly to Arrow. A good creature, an ally perhaps, someone you can really obey.
Nice.
It's trying to hypnotize her.
Obey.
Well, shit.
Obey.
You've got a pretty good save, though. You should be fine.
Yeah, her
a will
willpower's
save?
pretty up there.
Charm, command.
Oh my goodness.
Era says, "Bitch, please."
Ooh. You throw it off with wow, Arrow's will is plus 18.
Bitch, please.
You barely even give it a glance. You have nothing but disgust for this creature right now.
Yeah, and that goes for all of us.
Well,
Don't try that with anybody else in the party.
anyone who takes the free will of others is not high on my list.
Tamir.
Hello. I will step to about there, maybe there, and I will cast Flame Strike right there.
I think you mean probably one space back, huh?
Do I?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot. If you cast it right in the middle, it's going to get your front row guys.
Oh yeah, I guess there then. Oh, it's 10-foot radius rather than 10-foot diameter.
And 5-foot squares.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Pretty
Whatever.
sure it's 10-foot radius.
I thought it was 10-foot radius.
Yeah, and a radius is half the circle. So
Radius?
10 feet.
Yeah, it's big. Is it bigger than I think it is then?
Yep.
I thought it was pretty narrow.
You're right. It is pretty. Is it?
I thought it only
5
caught 4
foot?
squares. Looking.
No.
It is. Oh no, it's a 10-foot radius cylinder.
Yeah, 10-foot radius.
That's actually bigger than I think it's been.
Well, no. I mean, it's because again, it's just a fat cross shape.
So I'll hit the one behind and it'll catch them all, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Unaware, perhaps, of some slight malevolent control over the goodly werebears, Demir
No.
blasts them with holy fire.
Not caring, Demir blasts them with holy fire. They're bears with axes, for Christ's sake.
They have some sort of oily sheen you're probably going to burn off their eyes, you know.
Yeah, that'll help, right? The holy fire might cleanse their minds. It's the healing fire of drunkenness.
All right. 15, 12, does 20 fail?
I want to say yes, but maybe not. Wall of fire, flame strike 5. Yes, you needed a 21.
All right, all of them fail. Roll your damage.
42.
No, Hal.
No?
10d6.
Oh yeah, it caps out. You must drop the last 2.
No, it doesn't. I don't
Negative.
think it caps out your negative levels.
Oh, I forget. Drop the last 2. 38.
So 38. That'll be some good damage.
Ah. I forget I got negative level.
Yes.
Boom.
Only
Right,
for a
right,
couple
right.
weeks.
Right. Just for a couple of weeks.
All right. The first. Let's see here. The first one is nothing more than a cindered, smoldering corpse of flesh and fur that is slowly retreating to a humanoid form that is completely undiscernible now that it's been charred to a crisp.
There you go, stealing my kills.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The other three, however, aside from snarling and roaring and growling and the putrid smell of burnt fur and some slight melting fat, still stand, axes held.
Hmm.
Does that mean there's no bear steaks when we're done?
That one's pretty cooked for you, dude.
Except it's a human now.
Oh, well, I'm sure Gorham will still eat it.
Juniper?
Yes.
Kill all the things, Juniper.
But then I wouldn't leave anything for you lot to kill.
Okay with me.
Okay, I'm all the way out here on my own. How did that happen?
We all ran away
The
from
party went ahead of you.
What's the best position for me to get into? As it were.
the one with your legs up over your... Oh,
Be you. Shut up.
Probably a decent position would be either standing to either side of Demir to maybe Evil Eye if you don't want to use any big resources.
Let's do that. Evil Eye. Is that the best one I've got? Yeah, look.
It's a pretty standard one. You could lower their attacks, ACs, or saves.
-4 to AC or ability or attack or saving. What do you reckon?
It'll only be on one target, though, right?
Correct.
Well, for now, yes. Unless I do it on...
Do you have any area spells for the bears?
Slumber.
they'll be down shortly.
You also, it's not an area, but a slumber could potentially take one down as well. That being said, no, I think it was just Cackle she could do as a swift, not There was one item that just increased the DC on her Evil Eye, I believe.
Yes, she has an item that increases area DCs.
Another one might potentially be Misfortune.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, basically, any of your hexes are good options because they don't really take resources. You can just pop one off or something.
Pop one off.
Freezing.
Just never gets old, does it really?
I'm gonna...
Excuse me while I pop one off. Let's make site t-shirts. Lockhart says I can pop one off.
The DM helps you pop one off.
Pop one off.
I can't say anything because his wife plays.
Pop it off, dude.
Although I did send her a picture of my cleavage earlier and not him.
That's funny. I wonder if she popped one off.
She's been sat there ever since. She must be really... Oh god, I'm gonna Evil Eye, the one in this one here, this one, that one there.
Okay. Yeah. Targeting attacks or AC or saves.
What's it more likely to have? Good hits
if it gets,
or good AC?
Considering how fast that first one fell, and how poor their saves have been so far, I don't know. You might want to neutralize their ability to attack, perhaps.
Okay, I'll do that then. So on their attack rolls.
Okay, nice. All right. I could almost bother not rolling, but it could roll a 20, and then just be cackled for the rest of this. Yeah. You have evil-eyed it for eternity.
Yep. It's because I'm awesome.
Eyes for days.
Arrow on the wind.
Murder volley.
The creature in front of you still stands growling, sharp claws, axe held, stinking of burnt fur. But still, their eyes don't seem to be in it.
We're liberating these things.
It's a mercy.
Burning.
Maybe if you kept
I'm trying to
squishing, they
think
just
what
freed
would
it.
be what would be the most efficient way to incapacitate it.
With an arrow through the face. That would incapacitate it pretty nice.
No, I don't want to kill it.
Oh, then
Like, can I punch it really hard in the throat, make it pass out?
you could just punch it, couldn't you? You could do a flurry on it. And just choose not to do
she
lethal.
can't flurry, but she could full attack.
Can't she flurry?
No, she can only flurry with her bow.
Oh, she can't flurry with her fists.
She is a
Doesn't-
Zen archer.
Don't have stunning
I
fist
wasn't
dice.
sure what they gave up. You could flurry, not flurry. You could full attack and just do non-lethal.
Yes, you would have to kind of do that with your fists. But you could certainly just use non-lethal to take one down.
Can't she do non-lethal arrows with her bow too? Didn't you say that she could get the?
There's no such thing as a non-lethal arrow.
We did kind of decide she can't really do that.
They're a bit pointy, you know, to be non-lethal.
There's specific arrows she'd have to get. Or she could look into getting the non-lethal enchantment on her bow. That could kind of do it, because the arrows are magic anyway.
Mercy, or whatever it is.
Merciful
Mercy?
bow.
Yeah, Mercy does non-lethal plus a d6 extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want the merciful falchion.
Or I could flurry the clip-off in the background.
That's
Yeah.
a thing, too?
Yeah, you could do that.
That might free them.
Yeah.
Once you get through, it's 500 hit points in DR and evil mind control powers.
And is fervor still in effect?
Yes.
It is. So you could get an extra attack if you wish.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the clip off.
All right.
So, flurry.
That's good, because I don't look forward to getting in close range to these things.
Wait,
And
those were with my key arrows. Shoot. Or does that make us...
Spend your last key point then, if you have one key point to spend. If it helps, you might kill it with some of those damage numbers.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend
Goodness.
the point.
Well, oh my goodness, that first attack. And yes, you can roll your extra key arrow attack then for your fervor. There we go. Okay, so starting with attack number 1, which is a natural 20 for a total of 38. It confirms on a 33
Ow.
do a massive 67 points of damage.
Have we lost Lindsay? Or has she just muted her mic?
Looks like she's just muted and put the camera on hold for now.
Yeah.
Dog trip.
Attack number 2 for 29 will hit to do 21 points of damage. Attack number 3 is going to miss on a 23. 24 technically, but still miss. Attack number 4 will miss on a 15. Attack number 5 will hit on a 26 for 24 points of damage. And with that, the eyes bulge and the giant mouth clamps and stuff, and it reels and slowly stops.
Is it dead?
Slowly going transparent and fading back into the ether.
One attack killed it.
One arrow
technically-
attack.
Nice.
No. Technically, she attacked it last turn.
Oh,
and
okay.
This turn as well.
Cool.
You have
The extra.
your extra attack if you want to redirect it against one of the werebears. Or you can essentially choose to just shoot into the creature or not fire it.
I do want to see if the werebears get depossessed. Is that a word?
Yes, it
maybe
is
a
now.
So,
Alright, so
can I hold on to that last arrow?
You can hold on to it. You don't get to use that number later, but yes.
Ah. Well. Hmm. Ah. Okay.
All right. The werebears look slightly momentarily stunned, almost as though they were paused, though they still breathe and kind of go slightly to a neutral moment. Gorham.
If I 5 foot up, will I get attacks of opportunity?
A 5-foot step does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
All right, I will move into cleave formation.
Oh, I should have made her talk. Shoot.
Would you like something to say? Talking is a free action.
Wait, they were possessed.
Smack!
It wasn't their fault.
Cleave!
Is Gorham taking any extra actions?
I'll take the +2 to defense and attack.
Okay. Are you taking any other actions?
Oh, full attack.
Okay. Ignoring arrows, please. Gorham strikes out at the werebears that are currently standing there somewhat slack-jawed. Roll your attack.
Let's see. I guess start straight up. 38 to hit.
Yes, that will do it.
Chop!
Should I do this damage just separately, or?
No, I don't think that's necessary. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you're going to kill each one with one blow.
Okay.
Well, I suppose you only have 2 attacks.
I get 3 attacks.
Do you get 3 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah. You're like level 12 or something now, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah. Roll damage.
34.
Another one is struck down. Its form referring to that of a young man with his head carved in 2 as it hits the ground.
So, do I cleave on, or do I use my second attack on the next guy?
Do you have the feat cleaving finish?
Yes.
Then I believe you may use that.
All right.
Can you also do that? Can you intimidate people yet? No, you can't.
Just the one I damaged.
Yeah. For the moment.
So that's at the same pluses, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't roll damage again. Roll attack again. 29 to hit.
Yes.
33 points.
This one with its head chopped off, the head quite handsome with a slight beard as the body falls to the ground.
Oh, that's a shame.
Chop!
And let's see.
Where did the squiggly thing go?
Arrow killed it.
Arrow killed it.
36 crit
And
threat to the next.
Demir and Gorham are going straight for killing the werebears now.
So
What?
that's a 36
Sorry,
crit threat.
Yes.
40 to confirm.
Yes.
And let's see, this is a crit on the secondary.
I'll figure it out.
74 points.
Yes. This one, its body is very, very unrecognizable as the acid splurts out over the burnt flesh already, and pieces just fall to the ground in gore and splatter.
Good job stunning him, Arrow.
That was not my intention.
Alex looks slightly sickened. And around the corner slimes a tentacled creature.
Yeah.
Well, shite.
I look really small.
Let's see.
I'm hidden.
Let's go a little bit further.
Ah,
I thought we killed it. What?
it's its brother.
Oh.
You killed one, yes.
Good work, team. Oh wait, there's another one.
That's what I just said.
Well, damn it.
Well, that won't take long to kill, though, will it? Because, you know, you kick the ass of that other stuff.
Give me 2 rounds with it. I'll kill it.
Right. Alright.
Not that I'm arrogant about my arrows or anything.
This one, however...
Oh, wait. Arrogant. Ha ha! Sorry.
Funny.
That was bad. I apologize.
fully activates its skin, becoming a hypnotic pattern of of colors cascading down in rows and squiggles all over its body and tendrils.
Good thing I'm looking the other way.
No, not quite. Your eyes were fully open during combat thus far.
Well, yeah, but I was just killing the ones away from it.
But you'd have to look around to see if it's actually doing this. It's going to reach out a tentacle to Juniper or Arrow.
It's gonna reach out and touch somebody.
Two for Juniper.
Can it not get Gorham as well?
It could, but it's not going to.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pincer almost tenderly reaches out
No.
and touches Arrow, because I'm pretty sure 28 is going to hit your touch AC.
Ooh.
Is this that fumble where you caress the orc's backside?
That's right. And then you end up married. I think that's hilarious.
Touch AC is
Almost
crap.
the same.
It's 26.
Oh.
All right.
Arrow's
two
been
for-
hit for like the second time ever.
Even with the
my
plus
God.
2, a 28 will do it.
Mm.
And as the claw on the tip just gently strokes across Arrow's form for just a second, it seems prettier and
Bad touch! Bad touch!
Hang
Good
fire.
touch.
Did you
You
take the
can't help
extra?
but be
Did you take the extra
mystified
attack, or did
by
you take
it.
the extra AC?
Can't be helped but be
actually, she took the extra attack anyway, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter because it was still hitting with the plus 2, as I mentioned.
Okay, no worries.
Arrow takes 1 point of wisdom damage.
Ouch.
Ah!
That's not bad though. Was that a D4? Ouch. Get away from me. Oh, I don't work on wisdom. I work on charisma. I can be as unwise as possible.
You drop an
Demir,
R.
make a will save.
No. No, thank you.
How do I...
Will save. I can do that. Hold on.
I think it's
Oh.
fine.
15. Is that right? Right. God, I must have rolled for crap. Yeah, I did roll for crap. 15.
All right.
I'm immune, right?
Oh, come on. Come on, iPad, work for me.
Never. Ooh.
Those are special attack. Of course. Of course. This book was horrible.
Well,
There we go. Demir is rather taken up by the pretty colors of the thing, and I mean, quite honestly, it hasn't actually attacked anyone. So Demir can be fascinated. 3 rounds.
great. I do love monsters that take people entirely out of combat.
I believe then it'll be Juniper. Its fascination is basically just standing there and watching the prettiness.
Prod me when I can act again.
Fascinated creature is entranced by supernatural or spell effect. The creature stands or sits quietly, taking no actions other than to pay attention to the fascinating effect for as long as it lasts.
Who's doing
Any-
that? Hal or the thing?
I am.
Okay.
Any potential threats, such as a hostile creature approaching, allows a fascinated creature to make a new saving throw. Any obvious threats, such as someone drawing a weapon, casting a spell, or aiming a ranged weapon at the fascinated creature, automatically breaks the effect. A fascinated creature's ally may shake it free of the spell as a standard action. So you see kind of Demir glaze over, just have a slight smile on his face, almost looking as though he's had a couple nice drinks at a bar with a Caden Kalen brewer at it.
Huzzah.
Juniper
It's so pretty.
can
So-
also make a will save.
No.
What I said.
Yes.
That's what I said, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Huh. Now look, you're as in the shit as I am, dude.
Juniper! Oh, the colors are so lovely. Maybe there's some arcane significance to them. 6 rounds,
TPK.
Juniper is
6
fascinated.
rounds! That's so nice. So nice. I do love monsters like this. My favourite. The ones that take control of the party. So happy.
Arrow.
I hope
Will
it brought.
save.
I hope it brought lube, Lockhart.
So what is it? Enchant.
Basically,
Fascinated.
until some obvious threat happens, you're kind of standing watching the pretties.
Okay. So what do I write in my notes? What am I?
Fascinated.
Fascinated. Though, as Arrow is
I should get a bonus for fascinated.
Right?
you probably get a bonus to fascinate other people.
There you go.
Um,
That's what I do
so-
every day. Okay.
is Lindsay's camera off for other people as well, or just me?
Nope.
Just you.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm in that freeze frame Google moment here.
Yeah, it does that for me every now and again, which is kind of crappy. You'd think for this kind of thing they'd be pretty good at it, but
Lockhart doesn't want to look at me.
no, it's just like, screw that, Lindsay.
I do. Google doesn't want me to look at you.
It's probably because I
so-
was giggling too much.
So even with the caress of the claw that for a moment felt kind of right, Arrow is not at all overly fascinated by these colors.
Mhm.
She's seen
Arrow
better
is
things
not
when-
impressed.
She's seen better things when the Shoanti elders showed her the sacred herbs in her elder shaman training.
She's done some shit. She has seen colors that can only taste.
That's a good way of describing it.
Hey, cactus juice can screw somebody up, okay?
What would you like to do, dear? Including potentially averting your eyes.
I don't really need a sense motive here.
Probably not.
This thing's hoping to brainwash us.
You,
So
you
I
do,
can
you
assume.
do see Juniper and Demir go quite silent and slack-jawed.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad sign. I'm going to shoot it.
Shoot all of it.
Okay. Are you taking a full attack then?
Yes.
With your bonus? Okay. Click on the right one, dear.
Okay. Flurry without the key points.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And your extra attack?
Also boom.
Okay. So, what are these things? Okay. All right, so that will be a 31 to hit for plus 3 damage. 24. Attack number 2 is also going to be a 30, so another 24. Exact same numbers on that one. Attack number 3 is going to miss with a 22. Attack number 4 is going to hit with a 33 for 24 points. Attack number 5 is going to miss with a 14. Bonus attack of 26 is going to hit for 18 damage. It bleeds a horrendous green liquid from the puncture wound filled with about 5 arrows. But it still moves. Gorham, make a save. Get a +2 bonus from the cover of the corner. Will save.
Okay, we'll say. So 22, I guess.
That is enough to protect yourself this round.
All right. Do I have to move down to not have cover-ish against it, or?
Correct. It currently benefits from the cover of the corner.
All right. I guess I will. If I've noticed what's going on, I will avert my gaze as I move down and attempt to wail on it.
All right. You're taking the extra attack or the bonus?
I'll take the extra attack because, yeah.
Okay. Roll your attacks and see if you can smite this horrible creature.
First attack. Oh, natural 20 coming in.
Roll your mischance.
Oh, yes, that's what?
20% mischance, which I believe you get to roll twice and take the better result. So roll above 20 on the percentile. There you go.
All right. Let's see. And now confirm the crit at 50.
2 natural 20s in a row.
I don't like this
impressive.
Good work there, thing. We
Well,
like
I
this
do
thing
the-
when we're rolling the natural 20s, but
Shall I
not
do
when
this
Warcraft
damage,
does it.
or move on to the other attacks?
Apparently Heather dropped briefly.
Oh,
My internet crapped out for a second. Sorry.
Shall I just do damage, or should I?
No, it's kind of on 14 hit points.
Okay. Let's see what
So,
we do.
so yeah, Gorham once again displays his slicing and dicing power, and what? I'm seeing a new Heather join while the old one is still moving.
creepy. Kill it!
So 60 points in the one attack at least.
Impressive how you actually killed it. Sorry.
Technically, there's no acid on that, but yes, it is going to be quite dead, and Gorham is making giant calamari hoops as the rest of the party kind of shake themselves out of the hypnotic trance.
How much calamari can you eat before it fades into the ether?
Not a lot.
Oh.
It's not very filling. It's like Chinese food. You eat it and you still feel empty.
But I gotta get to its heart so I can get its power.
Get its power. I like that. Kick its
That's-
ass.
Too late.
Deeper and Demeter awake, they find themselves in a hallway now shredded with carnage and
Hooray.
blood and burnt skin and fur.
Hooray, carnage.
4 dead human bodies standing in front of the hallway.
That's a shame.
What kind of humans? Do they smell monkish?
They
imagine
smell,
they're
they
like
smell
outdoors.
monkish.
Pine
They
fresh.
smell of the outdoors.
So are they like naked, no treasure?
No, they have their axes and some of their armor.
Loot, 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 loot.
Okay. I'm opening the loot thing. Cast detect magic on the stuff.
Nothing strikes as magical, though you'll find 4 chain shirts,
Standard or masterwork?
standard.
Who the hell wears standard anything at this level?
Were
They're
creatures.
not at your level.
Oh, okay. Are we taking these?
Well, considering Gorham said he was looting them,
Oh, do you want to put them in the bag, Gorham?
Okay.
4 times chain shirts. Yeah.
4 masterwork battle axes.
4 times masterwork battle axes. Yeah.
And 8 masterwork throwing axes.
8 times masterwork throwing axes. We're good. We haven't had a town in a while, have we?
Nope.
Not since we came in.
But we're developing quite a big pile of things. Okay. We're good. Shall we search these rooms up north of us?
Sure.
We shall search these 6 rooms here, Lockhart.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Might also be wise to pull these bodies out of this corridor.
Pile them in a bedroom.
Put them in one of the rooms, reasonably respectfully. I'll pour beer on them or whatever we do with Kaelin.
All right. At the 6 rooms appear to be again bedrooms. Nothing too much inside them other than just the beds and some disorganized clothes and basic contents, many of which seem somewhat smashed or ripped or torn. There's a heavy smell of feces around here.
Ew. Mm.
To the north area, the armory itself seems to have a general layer of slime about it.
Armory.
Yes, the armory I mentioned to the north.
That's exciting. Anything in the armory?
We will have to find out.
Again, you do find some remains of things that would appear to be like spears and pikes, but generally the wood's been destroyed and somewhat some swords dented and chipped.
I cast the detect magic.
However, the skillful search, and after a few bits of concentration, Demir sees that the arrows being held by Alex are magic. As Alex points out. Can I finish speaking, please?
No.
Please, just a little.
Okay.
I will let you find the things.
Then let me find things, Lockhart.
I will let you find the things, but yes. The salvageable weapons include a masterwork longsword, a masterwork longbow, and 7 magical arrows with taping around them that appear to include holy symbols to Pharasma. You may make a spellcraft check if you're trying to identify them.
Let's do that. Yes, spellcraft sounds like a good idea.
Craft that spell.
I'm crafting it.
Craft faster.
I'm crafting it faster. 26.
They would be 7 + 1 undead bane arrows.
Any good for our archer?
Yes, they are longbow arrows.
Nice.
Archer? Want those?
I will accept these.
Good. There you
Now we
are.
just need
So,
to find
so
some undead.
I have a question. Considering Gorm's blatant disregard for Arrow's request, is he now shifting into full-on evil?
What's evil?
Gorm's alignment. Just a question, because that was fairly blatant disregard.
For what? I didn't see anything.
Now, earlier in the combat, when Arrow said to not kill them, that they were ensorcelled, Gorm promptly stepped up and killed each and every one of them.
As far as she might have been ensorcelled to say that. I don't know.
She's a monk. She doesn't know anything about magic. That was an opinion.
There's another one around the corner.
That was ignored, and no other opinions were said. But I'm just asking.
I don't think it was particularly evil. 6 seconds, right?
What do you mean 6? It's still responding to something.
I don't think it's an evil act.
Well, I mean it
They were attacking him.
a blatant disregard for life is somewhat evil.
But we'd already killed 2 things.
Depends how annoying they are,
Is
doesn't
that
it?
a blatant disregard for the life of the dead one plus the scribbly squid?
Well, the group in general is fairly chaotic, so.
We are quite
I'm
chaotic.
not, yes, there is chaotic. I'm wondering if it's sliding onto the evil end. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious if it needs to be said, because there's one thing about doing it, but then, because I need to ask, because if you're going with the excuse, well, that's one opinion, then I need to coach you guys when you start only listening to the knowledge check opinions when you want to listen to them and ignore them when you don't want to listen to them.
But how can we metagame if we don't do that?
Well, basically,
We're
it's
doing that,
either.
don't we?
Well, yes. But see, the thing is, knowledge checks were rolled. In this case, Arrow was the one to roll them, and she said things. But in this case, people chose not to take that in character for reasons this time.
What are the reasons?
That's kind of what I'm wondering to know. Why exactly was this time not listened to? Or because I mean, I'm happy to accept the reason that Gorham just wanted to kill them, but I kind of think that maybe then should we consider about realigning that's evil in that case?
I don't think one act makes you evil.
No, but I'm kind of on the sense of a pattern here, Hal, is why I bring it up.
Gorham is kind of a heat of the battle guy, but
Yeah, they were attacking him at the time.
Actually, they kind of momentarily stopped, as I mentioned, but...
Well, I suppose Gorham was in the middle of retaliation anyway before Arrow spoke up. It was a bit of a delayed warning.
I would put it on thing to decide whether it was an evil act or not.
And that's what I'm asking. I don't forcibly assign alignment. I'm just curious if that's the direction going, or if it's something to keep in mind on tempering actions if not choosing to go there.
I mean,
Because
if Vera wants to tell me that it wasn't the right thing to do, I'll try and maybe take her advice a
Maybe
little
on the
bit hard in
slope
the
thing.
future.
Maybe you're on the slope.
She'll have a talk with them later.
you can have it. You can do role playing now if you wish.
Well,
I just thought I would bring it up because it seemed an apt opportunity. Because again, there has been somewhat of a pattern.
Maybe this is something that they need to work out between
This
themselves.
is all coming back to those sausages, isn't it?
I did ask for us to spare them. Though, did I act too slowly on your behalf?
Perhaps.
We all do things like that. It's not fair just to pick on things right now. I think we all
Well,
do.
with things taking over people's mind, I don't know who to listen to in these things.
Yeah, and we all got kind of sozzled at one point, so there wasn't really anything to say that what any of us were saying was actually right or wrong.
That is fair.
Not that I want to defend Thing, because I think he's an asshole, obviously, but
Obviously.
to be fair, we all kind of do this, so it seems a bit mean to pick on Thing for this one. But we'll be more aware of it probably now.
I'm not picking on anyone.
No, no.
It's just...
Yeah, it's one of those grey areas for now.
Arrow wished to understand the action, that's all.
I guess.
And now
I guess he didn't believe you.
Yeah.
But now we know better because we all ended up all being fiddled, so we know that it was a fiddly thing.
Yeah. And she understands that, so we can move on.
Lessons learned.
Well, are they completely dead?
Yes, completely.
They're all completely dead. Every one of them.
Yes. No bleeding here. They're completely dead.
Very, very dead.
Very dead.
I guess when Gorham hits something when they're completely dead.
Well, especially after they all failed against a very powerful flame strike too.
No, they did.
Yes, they all failed the reflex saves. I mentioned they were horribly burned and smoldering.
So terrible. Angry bears with axes. I feel so bad.
We can move on now. Arrow has said her piece. Excuse me.
What is your alignment, just out of interest?
Lawful good.
How are you still with us?
I don't know.
Christ.
Prophecy.
Because the elder of my village
Holy
assigned
crap.
me. He assigned me to your mission.
I think the idea is she's supposed to have a good influence on us rather than the other way around. But
Well, I mean, again, if the party truly isn't evil, there should be no problem, right?
Yeah.
We're not. We're just very mercurial.
and direct.
We do good things.
When it benefits you, maybe.
When was the last good thing that was done?
I don't know. I'm sure we give money to people at some point, or bought a thing, or...
We freed Corazia and
There
returned
you
her
go.
to her father.
We turned that stone lady back from being stone. We could have kept our expensive stone self.
And we cleared out those people that were squatting in that mansion.
Yeah,
And
see? We do good things.
We do less bad things, even.
we killed the big brain thingies and
But
the
that's
horsemen.
not saying evil people can't do good things.
No,
Oh,
we'll take
not getting into a
Again,
complete
it's all about intent,
existential
isn't it?
moral dilemma right now. Let's just go and hitch it.
Again, which is why I was
I
asking
don't
what was
think the
the
majority of the party has evil intent. I'm not sure about Gorham, but the rest of the party I think is...
I'm not going to try and police you, but there's nothing wrong with changing your alignment to better reflect you, if that's the case.
Can there be a
Anyway.
bossy alignment? What's bossy?
lawful.
Yeah, let's do this shit. I'm lawful now.
Not
Rah,
necessarily.
let's do it.
I think Gorham's default is to hit things if he's in doubt.
He's a half-orc.
That's racist.
Yes, it is. Chin chin.
What are you?
He's a
What are
fighter.
you drinking?
Whiskey.
Anyway,
Not
something
helping you get
to
up in
think
the
about.
morning.
I'm drinking
What
Glen
would the party-
Morangi, Quinta Ruben port cask finished 12-year-old whiskey.
Reuben.
Yes.
Why am I drinking cream soda?
I did offer.
Clearly don't know.
What would the party like to do next?
Kill some stuff.
Go left and up.
Let's get back in order.
Yeah, let's go up there. Onward. There can't be much more of this goddamn place to get through, can there?
Floors of this left. What's this way
Another
look
3
at?
levels.
Kill me.
Ah,
Let's head north
The
then.
hallway continues up to the north before once again turning west.
okay, what's down there?
Do we need
The hallway
initiative?
continues west until it goes to a doorway.
Is it a standard door for this dungeon?
It is fairly standard, yes. No special skull locks in this one.
Okay, we'll get Alex to check the door.
In fact, taking a look forward, it's to the high perception of the party, it looks remarkably still dusty. Perhaps only a single set of footprints going up and back from it.
Don't trust it. Be very careful. Get Alex to check the lock.
It's got a protection from
There's no lock.
probably things war or something.
Get her to check the door, rather.
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Woo!
Excuse me. Sorry.
Can you do a detect magic to see if there's something that was keeping the
Yeah, I'll
Could
detect
be things
magic
out or
on the
something.
door and the area around the door and everywhere down this corridor.
if nobody's been down here?
All right, you detect magic, but don't find anything.
Hmm. Want to go in, Gorham? Is it locked?
It is not locked. There is no lock on this door.
Opens the door.
All right. I almost feel I should wait for Heather to get back for a second.
The statue.
Yes,
thing?
I don't mean to.
Is that a hole in the
police
wall?
I think it's just there is a hole in the wall.
Yay! It's a dive bar.
Ah,
Dun, 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 dun,
No
dun.
blasters.
Yes, just thoughts. Even in dungeon crawl, one can still have roleplay and thoughts and such. And
Look, we
opportunities.
can roleplay or we can get through this goddamn dungeon. I tell you exactly which route I'm picking right now. I just
So-
want to get through this and do something more interesting again.
It's only another 30
It's taking
sessions.
so long. I like dungeon crawling and doing stuff, but oh my god, it's taking so long.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Anyway,
I'm not
the
blaming your
walls-
GMing, I'm just blaming the shitty story.
oh. The walls of this square chamber, partly covered by red tapestries, are decorated with carvings of the sun, the moon, and various constellations. 3 rows of wooden benches face a large stained glass window on the west wall, before which kneels a statue of a winged woman with fiery hair in a contemplative mood. Knowledge religion checks?
Oh, we're good at that. Oh, yes. We did that, no problem.
She sounds vaguely familiar.
Moons and stuff, that's like, what, Aristil? Not that I know religion.
I have no skill in it, and I got 17 people.
Nice work. I have skill in it, and I'll probably fail that. 18. Siren Rare.
20
The
apparently.
party is generally able to correctly identify the statue as that of Saren Ray,
Yes, Siren Rare.
and correctly interprets her contemplation as representing the setting of the sun. It's actually very strange, as this room appears, for all intents and purposes, untouched by damage you've seen throughout the entire rest of the Abbey.
Why is that?
Is it holy
That is a
ground
good
or something
question.
that would shun those guys or something? Might be a good place to rest if we need it.
Are there any spells working in here? Detect magic in the room?
You don't see any spells woven, but you do feel a very calming, natural effect here. There's perhaps some divine intervention, but no actual spell that you can see.
Interesting.
Works for me.
Search the room.
Nothing in particular. It seems to be just a place of contemplation and a shrine to Saren Ray down here.
So it's stained glass at the end of that hole, not a exit?
It is stained glass. It appears to overlook the cliffside upon which the Windsong Abbey is built. You can see the rolling waves down beneath, smashing against the rocks.
Examine the statue.
It appears to be not overly artistic, but still a fair representation of the goddess, and made with loving dedication.
Search the statue.
Likewise, it appears to be the same. There's no particularly valuable stone or jewelry put into it.
Maybe
you
they
do
just...
feel a very calming, contemplative effect being here. You feel very close to your god and the warmth and soft courage of Cade and Kalian, as well as the justice of Saren Ray the Dawnflower here.
Maybe that's why the things didn't come in here.
It is certainly a present. I vote for a rest.
Do we need to rest?
Well, I could stand to recover my key points.
I don't know, you've been slinging spells, but...
That's actually not that bad for spells right now. We rested not that long ago looking at my spells knocked off. I've only cast 3 or 4 spells. Beyond my dailies.
Down on hit points a bit.
I can heal a few people if they need it.
Yeah, so can I. I've got my wand.
Wait,
You've also got your hex,
Yes.
which if you're on a new day might be the cheapest way to do it.
Yeah, well, I only used it on Alex, didn't I? So I've got stuff to use. Could we have a short break? Can you get points back that way?
No, we have to do a full rest in Pathfinder.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Alex is a little yeah, she's used some of her spells and stuff, but yeah, it could go either way. It's up to you guys.
This is the
But
closest to a
there
safe
is
thing
something
we've
that
come
feels
to.
very invigorating about this room.
I mean, we can always retreat here when we do need to rest.
True.
It's not like this place is big, right? I mean, movement-wise, it'll probably take us a few minutes to walk back here.
Yeah, we just don't know how far down it goes.
Right, but I mean, if we go to the level below, we can always come back up here and rest here if we think it's a safe location. But clearly someone has been in and out of this place.
Well, the dust made it look like nobody'd moved down here for a while.
I mean, this is still part of the main Abbey underground. None of this area is technically, with their trapdoors, technically beyond a Doomsday door.
Right.
Lock. Sorry, not Doomsday. So yeah, technically this is still areas that Casimir and the other priests could have had access to.
So do we need to rest? If not, I mean, I have tons of spell slots left.
I'm pretty good on hit points.
Lynn, so how are you doing for spells?
I'm good. I've not used much at all.
So unless we want to rest just to get Arrow her key points back.
Is that playing out? I don't know.
I don't think we rested. The last time we rested was in the room with the trees, or soon after that room, I think. It wasn't that long ago.
You didn't officially rest there. We stopped for the session.
Yeah.
I don't know when I regenerated my spells then, because I was pretty down, so it can't have been that long ago, because I've only cast a handful.
I think last time we haven't rested since we came down from the tower, I thought.
I can't cast much then, and neither can Lindsay.
No, I haven't.
I do not know.
Since we lost track, do we want to take a rest here and recenter on?
May as well if we need to.
Dog! Dog, come on, hey! Hey!
Dog's being needy.
When is she not needy?
When she's asleep, sometimes. But even then, she's pretty needy.
Yeah. That sounds like my sister's dog.
She's a pug. You can't really expect them to be anything other than needy.
Yeah.
They were kind of bred to be needy.
Fair enough. Bo is a pit bull mastiff. His head is as big as a full-grown man's.
Nice.
It's impressive.
Okay.
Sounds like we're voting
So
for
are we
rest
resting?
here.
Did we decide?
Well,
Sounds like.
Okay.
Right.
it's for one
It's fine. It's fine.
character. Is that okay? Do we do that?
Well, I have no problem doing it.
You guys could leave me
remember.
behind and I could catch up later. I mean, I have the speed.
I mean, are you useless without your key points, is what we're asking.
Well, I'm not completely useless.
I mean, is that the crux of your entire character? Without the key
I
points.
can't remember how they work, so I don't really know.
They'll let her do things like shoot around corners and stuff.
Yeah, my key points allow me to be a Jedi, kind of.
The main thing is they've been very helpful in letting her keep her eyes closed during the gaze attacks that have been doing bad things on the rest of the party.
And considering our luck, we're bound to run into more clip-offs, and I'd rather not be hypnotized.
Okay.
How do they work in game terms then? Because obviously it's not just called I've used all my points up. So how does she know she needs to rest?
She would have a feeling of internal energy that her inner reserves have run dry.
Okay.
Depleted.
That's
Through rest and contemplation, she can regain the energy from her surroundings and become in tune once more with nature and herself.
okay.
In other words, I just
Go
want...
have a wank somewhere then. Just pretend I didn't say that.
Good work there, Lens.
Yeah, you said silent contemplation and shut up.
Hey, we've rested. I've recharged my spells. I cast my morning spells.
Whoa. Hang on a second.
Oh, are we resting overnight? Are you attacking us like that?
Well,
Are there any holy symbols around here? Should I start wearing a Sar and Ray one then?
There's not a spare holy symbol in the room, no.
Ah.
Who is taking the first two watches?
Me.
Okay. Are you taking both of them?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't need a lot of time to watch, so I'm happy to take whichever you want to drop on me.
Who is taking the first watch?
Me.
Who is taking the second watch?
I'm taking the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second since I don't have to recover spells.
I will wick. Well, what do I get from Ring of Sustenance? Is it 2 hours or 4 hours?
You only need 2 hours of sleep.
So after the first watch, I'll be awake then.
Okay. So, as Demir goes to sleep, your eyes close very quickly, and you get that funny feeling once more of being in the halls of a tavern with ghostly patrons. Those same slightly ghostly followers that you often feel, the revelers that kick things like your sword out of your hand when you're just about to reach for it on the ground, and bump tables and smash glasses and in joyful carousing around you. That feeling you have of being in the halls before Caden Kalian, that you've known for quite some time since you've developed as an oracle of the drunken god.
And also been dead for quite a few times.
You don't remember that. but it fades away to the dawn of a bright sun. And
Siren Ray's trying to brainwash me.
And you see the Windsong Abbey, not as you've come to know it, but in a time long ago, but before an expansion made to allow more space, full and bright and shining white stone.
Cool.
It's very busy. You step forward and find yourself among the council chamber of the 21 seats, all of them full, even that of the god Abadar.
So it's a long time ago.
Or Aerodin, I should say. Abadar is still alive. Yes.
Aerodin.
Even the god Aerodin. The priests are there, and you see, laughing joyfully is an elven priest wearing the dark robes of Pharasma. And they're talking joyously about the return of Aerodin and how it will truly be a boon. Though of course some of the religions aren't quite as looking forward to this, or saying, well, no, surely a god can't be walking on Earth during this time. It goes to later during the evening. You find yourself watching the sleeping form of this elven priest. His features are dark, his hair pale skin, and his eyes seem to again be the solid black that several elves have. He wakes up suddenly during the night, and you can see him watching before his very vision the pale goddess shrieking in pain as what you believe is the form of Iomade steps forth, drawing her sword out of Pharasma to behead Aerodin. He wakes in his quarters with his hands on his head, screaming. There's screams elsewhere, and you can feel spell casting in the air. You watch him grab a sword. His words are babbles, and he tears off and smashes the holy symbol of Pharasma around his neck, and stumbles his way around. Priests are in an insane form around here. Some appear to be fighting each other. Others are crying out why their magic has failed, and others appear to be just babbling in fetal positions in corners of the abbey. He walks with a purpose, and finds the masked priest, the masked abbot, the leader of the abbey, trying to maintain some amount of stability and order in the temple. She is, of course, a priest of the betrayer of Iomade, the one who he saw, the one who broke the prophecy and killed Aerodin. He is sure of it, and he must avenge this horrible breaking of the prophecy that Pharasma set. You see him strike her down, and then, of course, the full weight of what he has done, a brief return of sanity hits him, and he flees. You see him now stride forth once more, a much different man leading an army of giants. A new holy symbol hangs around him, one you've seen before, but this one in much greater detail, of an open eye surrounded by spikes as though thorny vines around it, perhaps teeth instead.
What is it?
What,
Did we
what do you mean?
identify what it was?
No, I don't think you did. I
No,
think you
I don't
guys
think you
thought
did.
it was something and you ignored it. Um,
Well, we probably didn't roll very well on that
That's
one.
possible too.
and you see him breaking through the walls, walking around the area, walking to the old room of the abbot. There is a slight moment of regret before he lifts his hand up to a scarred and empty, puckered eye socket. And you have a feeling that he may not fully believe the path he's chosen is the right one any longer, but he may not believe that there is a way back to what he was before the failure of the prophecy.
Hmm.
And you awake, feeling
Hooray.
remarkably refreshed.
And Demir is the only one that saw this?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that was a funny dream.
Oh, what kind of dream did he have?
Or wet.
No, unfortunately not. What about the evil elven cleric who has attacked this place and who we're chasing? Arrow, whatever his name is.
Ardathanatus?
That's the one.
Oh?
Apparently,
Oh,
a long time ago, he was around and killed the abbot, and then came back with a bunch of giants and attacked the abbey.
Yeah, that kind of says what Casimir said.
Yeah. Apparently, he might regret doing it.
Oh.
But
So
You all suddenly recall those with religion knowledge that among being of the goddess of the sun and such, Sarenrae is also a goddess of redemption.
Can did we actually roll for what that eyeball with the spines was?
I'm pretty sure you did, yes.
Yeah, and we've no idea.
I've got one of the bracelets.
Useful.
You do. But there's no particular reason the party would know more now than they did last time.
No.
Oh, we could ask the oracle door thing.
Oh, the
I guess now we can.
Well, actually, if you actually find yourselves feeling very refreshed and actually completely healthy and refreshed after just 4 hours of resting around the room.
Are we healed?
Double your normal rate.
Oh, very nice.
So everyone would be healed 24 points except Alex, who would be healed slightly less, but that will still bring her to full.
Yay!
And you may recover your spells
Hooray!
and other things.
I do my general morning things and I cast my morning spells.
Okay. Alex will cast Heroism once more on. Is she just casting it on?
I think she cast it on me and Arrow.
Herself, Arrow, Gorham. Does anyone else have Heroism on them?
She doesn't normally cast it on me.
Lindsay, did you have a Heroism? Or did Juniper, I should say?
I don't know, do I?
I don't think she normally does. I think she normally casts it on the front line fighters and Arrow.
Well, yes, but if she wants, it does give a
Oh.
bonus to saves and such.
Yes.
I'm asking if Lindsay, or would Juniper like a Heroism?
Yes.
All right.
I don't think I have it normally, but yes, let's do it.
Would you like me to put in the stat block of your character sheet?
Yes.
All right.
That will make life easier.
We'll just have to remember to take it off next time you guys rest or have been an hour and a half or so.
So Demir has the abbot's hat, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if we disguise him as the abbot when we confront Ardathanatus, then that might,
Make him
trigger
sad.
regretful flashback or whatever, because you said he regretted killing Abbott. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use confrontational ghost.
Maybe. Let's find out what's going on. Figure out what's happening first, shall we?
Okay.
So, do we get another shot at the question room, or is that for a while later?
No, that one actually is the next day.
Is this not the next day? Oh, it's not quite the next day.
No, it's only been 4 hours.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
The Rapid Dawn. I like this room.
Right, so where are we headed? Which of these stairs go down, Lockhart?
Which ones? They both go down.
Well, there's 3 sets of stairs on or 4 sets of stairs on the map.
The nearest one goes up.
The ones that descend into shadows go down.
Descend into oh, I see, I got you.
3 down, 1 up.
So the north one, or 3
2
down? 2 down, 2 up.
2 down. Yeah, sorry.
So would we go to the one out of the room on the east side? Or would we go for the one out of the room towards the north?
North? Yeah.
Does it matter?
For the reference, the east side is the room that looked like a desolate, empty space that made you feel a slight bit of vertigo.
Is that the one where the things came up from below and attacked us?
No, they appear to have been disguised as boulders and attacked you.
That's right.
One of them teleported in, I believe.
Right.
Right.
The northern one appears to be the look of a ruined cathedral, highly detailed and plastered onto the walls.
I have no strong preference.
Do you want to go for the rightmost one? Because that'll be like the edge of probably a map or level. So
yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. So we're going for the eastern one, Lockhart. Do you just want to move us, or do you want us to actually move over there?
Maybe just move over there and quickly for YouTube watchers and stuff to see which one you're referring to.
Ta-da!
As we undo the lock on the doomsday-ish door again. And
no lock on this one. I don't believe. I believe it's just. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. You undo the lock to get to this area. Yes. You walk past the hallway of bedrooms where the werebears were, past the water trap. There is, of course, a nice puddle of water throughout most of the temple at this point. And
Arrow is wary.
As you open the door, it spills out into the other area as well. And yes, you briefly have a potential moment of vertigo, though most people have strong enough will saves to maintain themselves, and are able to step down. And I just bring this up just so I can clear it, because there'll be new tokens in the next map.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Alright, do you want to position yourselves heading downwards, please?
Sure. I wasn't sure whether they'd be curly or anything, but we can do that.
Yeah, it will be going straight down. Yes.
First time for everything.
And as usual, oops, what happened there?
There we go.
Where did Demir go?
Front.
I'm right there, dude.
Right beside me.
I don't see him.
Right in front of Alex.
I'm right here, dude.
There you are. You disappeared on me. All right.
Dark vision, ho!
Dark vision. Ooh, a new map. We have a new level. We're one set of stairs closer to the end of this adventure book. Hooray!
Yay!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I just see blackness, Lockhart. Is that correct?
Yes, you will see blackness.
Okay, blackness.
Because as this has 2 sets of stairs, I really couldn't be certain which one you're going to come out of.
There we go. Blackness. There we are. Look at us. We're in a corridor. Ooh, with a room.
All this bright light we're in.
That must be terrible for you. Okie dokie. Let's have a little listen down here, Lockhart.
All right, perception checks then, if you're standing to have a listen.
Standing to have a listen.
Uh,
I don't know why I bother rolling perception. My friends are far better at it than I am.
I think you're still quite good.
25.
35.
I'm not that good.
All right.
What are you rolling for perception? Oh, wow, you have a 19 in it, Gorham.
One of my skills.
What the hell was that noise?
That was my chair.
Okay. I was waiting for Thing to go. That was me.
Thing just puts his hand up and looks shameful.
I was just adjusting my weight and then.
That's alright.
That's hilarious.
It was fun. That was funny. I got 34 on my perception, by the way. So almost as good as someone else.
Crickety S chair.
All right. So the party is able to hear ahead. The sounds of crackle, burning fire.
Okay.
It's there's that sound, but also the sound of a blacksmith almost. The sound of hitting metal in a rhythmic fashion.
Oh, that can't be good.
Trying to batter down the
It echoes
door,
slightly dimly.
Ching.
Okay.
Perhaps we should try to be diplomatic this time.
Sure, that's worked so far for us. Alright, let's proceed towards this room, see what goes on there.
Sure thing, Talking Man.
All right. This room is actually lit as you approach somewhat. It is decorated by large bas-reliefs of azure marble that depict the sea and a multitude of marine creatures, fish, shellfish, mollusks, dolphins, and whales, but also many merfolk. A spherical lamp of corrugated blue crystal sits near the north wall. It is from this where the light source comes from.
Interesting.
Crystal lamp.
Nice. Cast Detect Magic in the room before we enter.
The crystal is emitting a magical aura.
Okay. Wait a second to try and figure out what kind.
At this point, it's very this is slightly unrevealed, so I'll just make it a bit clear.
Anybody can hear that snoring, I would just like to point out it's not me, it's the pug. And she sat way over there, and you can still hear her.
She on her chair still.
Yeah, she is.
I think that
She's
was
on the side of it. She's,
Hey,
she's snoring her head off.
You try sleeping with a scrunched up face.
That's all she does is sleep. That's next to my pillow every night. Or on my pillow.
I actually can't hear any snoring.
Okay, she's stopped now, I think.
As the party enters in slightly to take a look, it's very apparent with the high perceptions of the party that the sound of hammering, or it's difficult to say exactly, but and the crackles of fire are coming from beyond this door.
So like
one to the east.
Smithy type sounds?
There is a definite feeling of heat from that direction.
Of course, we got doused with water, now we'll get burned with fire.
Well, it still could be a blacksmith.
The trickle of water now follows you down the stairs, slowly pooling into the area.
I don't like that.
Should we get that lantern? You said it was magic.
Maybe?
It's not a lantern, it's a crystal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a crystal. What kind of magic is it giving off?
It is a lamp. It's a lamp.
Oh.
Sorry. It's a lamp made of crystal. Sorry, what was that, Hal?
What kind of magic is it? Is there any other kind of magic other than just
Spellcraft?
light giving off magic?
It's light.
31.
It is evocation school.
Would that be what I'd expect from a light source?
That would be appropriate with the continual flame spell.
Anything else on it? Just that? Is the power level about right for that spell?
It is a fairly minor aura, yes.
Okay. Go get it if you want it, Gorham. I think it's reasonably safe.
Okay, unless Alex wants to check it first, but
Paranoid? Alex, go check it.
I'll happily
Okay.
pocket the lamp.
Alex will dart forward and begin searching over the area and determines it not to be trapped.
There you go.
And she'll pick up the lamp and bring it back to hand to Gorham. And I believe does someone else have a better appraise than her?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have it either.
I don't think I'd have appraisal.
Bump her appraise slightly then, because her
Oh, I do
appraise
have
is
a
not.
little.
Appraise are a success.
11.
Mind you, no, I guess you can take 10 and it's about 20, yeah. Anyway. She
thought I'd try a
will
roll.
say that her guess for its value, as it's very fine craftsmanship and obviously looks very nice, made of entire crystal, is 3,500 gold pieces.
Not too shabby.
Are we taking it as a light source, or are we just dropping it into the... Well, I'll put it in the list, so we have it there. Unless somebody specific is carrying it.
I need my hands free for my sword.
I have a light source, apparently, and so does Arrow. Is it a better light source? What am I carrying? A lamp, I'm guessing.
I thought
You
were...
have light cast on your shield, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Is this a better
Or
light source than
something
my
like that.
lights? Oh, yeah, it keeps our hands free. I guess this we're just going to drop in a bag, aren't we, really?
Yeah. Unless you want to hang it around
Yeah,
your
I
neck or
don't
something.
think continual light is any better than a regular light spell.
No, I don't think it is. So let's just drop it in a bag because it's pretty. What did you say it was worth?
3,500 gold pieces.
3,500. And it's a what?
It's a crystal lamp.
Oh,
A blue
Blue.
lamp of corrugated blue crystal.
Continual flame. 3,500 gold. Good.
Maybe when we go to Magnar, we could rent a little place for ourselves and decorate it and be a wonderful little feature. We could just excite people when they enter the house. Ooh, it could be so
Yeah,
pretty.
sounds amazing. And we could get a rug and tapestries and have a bar in the corner.
So was that an altar it was on?
I don't know, does it look like an altar?
Or just a table? Or...
Yeah. It's a slight altar.
Who's it to?
It appears to just be kind of part of the general sea theme of it. There's basically two merfolk holding it up, raising conch shells up towards it and such.
Okay.
So,
So,
you artsy people, is there like a story to the mural or something?
check out the mural.
Knowledge history?
Do I have that? Maybe I do. Oh, I do. Haha. I could do that. 19.
24.
Arrow
Yay.
Arrow and friends.
It could be somewhat related to the Tales of Earthfall, considering that this is an old temple of
Grotus?
Grotus, a god of apocalypses and such. The closest thing that this world of Galarion faced to such was Earthfall, where a giant rock fell from the heavens and struck and almost destroyed the planet. There are some variants of the legends that say it was from under the sea where this giant meteor was called. But that difficult to say exactly. That's the only thing of significance you can think of.
Okay.
The meteor came from the sea? What?
That those from under the sea summoned it.
Oh, okay, I understand now, sorry.
Do we want to go towards the door that's making the noise, or do we want to go away from the door that's making the noise?
I vote we go away from the noise for now.
Yeah,
Rest
the
of the
noise
party?
might cover whatever we do with it, so...
Okay.
I'm just following the boss lady.
Do you want to go through that northern door, or do you want to go down the open corridor?
Let's try the corridor.
Okay, that would leave 2 unopened doors behind us, which I am
You can only go
nervous
in
about.
one door anyway, so.
Hmm.
Can. Okay, corridor it is. I just work here.
I just kill here.
Okay,
I-
stay on this
I
corridor,
presented
Mr.
a-
Lockhart.
I just
Alright.
laugh at inane moments.
The corridor continues in both directions, heading
Okay,
past the source of dark vision and light sources.
let's take a nosy at this point and have a look down the corridor.
It goes past the source of light sources and dark vision.
Okay, south or west?
South.
South.
Alright, make me turn the party again. I'm gonna see what you're doing. Okay, here we go. Heading south, Lockhart.
Alright. You will eventually come to a slight turn and a doorway.
The crap is long.
I mentioned
What?
it's beyond the sight of dark vision, which says it's over 60 feet.
Okay, should we get Alex to check the door? Is it a normal door?
It does appear to be generally normal.
Alex, can check it, please.
Of course. Alex takes a look around, being very careful and checking it. And, yes. I think there's some. I hear a weird sound.
Okay.
It's kind of a breathing or gurgle.
More
I'm not
gripply,
sure.
It's another clip off.
Okay.
gripply otherworld holders.
Is the door locked?
No.
Gorham, let's
Does the
do
party-
this thing.
Does the party want to make stealth checks?
Oh, more than you know.
I'll give it a shot.
What's your negative on a stealth check?
I'm actually. Well, yeah.
Stealth
say-
check.
In that armor.
I'm only -3.
Might be what I'm at, actually.
Arab rolled a 16. I'm rather embarrassed.
How terrible.
I made a 7.
I rolled an 8.
I got a 6. Feel my power.
Yeah, the party is not getting a surprise round. Why do I even bother?
We kick the door in and fight the monsters.
Yeah, roll initiatives.
Wait. 26. Ooh, I got a natural 20. Feel my power.
22.
Oh, 22.
20.05.
Gosh, I am the fastest and the best.
Come on.
Until your
Antoine.
wife does something.
Ooh, it's a demon. Devil?
Looks like a
Gorilla?
cross between an ox and an orangutan.
As
Bala,
soon as roll 20.
Horned librarian.
horny librarian.
As soon as roll 20 stops sticking around with me,
Dicking around? That is a big
Yeah.
demon for this tiny room, Lockhart. Or is it a devil?
That's probably why it's agitated.
Right? It's gurgling.
Do we need an initiative still for
keep
Lindsay?
I keep trying to move the turn order thing to be better.
There it is.
There we go. Now it's cooperating for me. All right. Alex gets initiative as well. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being stupid.
Never.
And
All right. Opening the door, you see primarily
Big red monster.
a big red monster.
With
looks
teeth.
evil.
What is it?
Give me a second. Give me a
Oh,
second.
no.
Give me a second. Patience. Death
Oh,
comes to those
no,
who
it's
wait.
that monster!
Wrinkled peaks.
Tez Macru.
Oh. Oh.
Looks like a
The
cheery
creature
guy.
that dominates the room is a lumbering ape-like monster with blood-red fur, twisted horns, and a hideous fanged orifice set in the center of its chest.
Hmm.
That's
This
not right.
gurgles and gasps slightly,
That is
as
pretty
well as
nasty, dude.
chomps in anticipation.
Ugh.
The creature seemed already in the midst of turning towards the door as it bursts open. The room within it has a large mahogany desk with a high leather-covered chair that dominates the room.
Clearly
Aside
the
from
reader.
A chest sits near the desk, while a wooden shelving unit contains several sets of manacles and a few cudgels. 2 steel gates in the east wall lead to 2 parallel rows of prison cells. So
I'm gonna
I
guess the
have some
manacles
doors.
are a little small.
They're not,
Depends what
they're
you
not
want to
the
do with
size
them.
of this creature.
Didn't think so.
Alright, so let's
So-
add you.
So basically, this is the sheriff's station for the Abbey?
The what?
Yeah, but I'm guessing this isn't their normal jailer.
Let's hope not.
What's his face must have brought him with him. Which would mean he'd have prisoners, perhaps? Or this thing just needed a big bedroom.
It's ugly.
It's very ugly.
Aw, can I keep him as a pet?
Sure you
No.
can.
We don't even know what it eats. I don't want to know what it eats.
You come on. It's
Come on,
elf.
turn order, stop dicking around with me.
Of course it's going to dick around with you. You're the GM.
Demon!
The turn order is not being very responsive to me. Anyway, Demir will start us off, and I will try to...
Do something cool, Demir.
Like what?
Whatever, it's at the bottom.
Sadly, I have no spells like dismissal or anything that might be helpful here, so...
It roars and thumps its chest. It's like,
Yeah. Whatever you do, that's right. Raw thump. What to do? Too many spells that I never cast. It's funny how you fall into a routine, isn't it? Isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Finally,
Well-
fleshlings I can eat. No waiting for you.
No waiting for us. What?
He's probably forbidden to eat somebody
Maybe he has to wait a while before other people eat.
20 minutes before he swims.
Yeah, I was thinking. That's right. He's got to wait. That's a good one. I like that.
Ruby can't jump down off the chair.
What, really?
She's on the footstool and the cushion that you left on there is at the bottom of it. She can't jump up. She just sat there trying to.
Oh.
She's like, what the fuck? She keeps looking around.
That's so mean. Poor old Ruby.
I'm coming, dog. Hang on.
That's hilarious.
All right, wait.
What, would you like a blessing of fervor, people?
Yes, please.
Seems to be my action of choice, right?
How many of those you get? Jeez.
I can cast
it
8
just
of those
refreshes
in a day.
spells.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Ruby.
I remember I have pop tons of charisma, so I get bunches of extras. I cast Blessing of Fervor, because that appears to be my standard action, and then I throw a cold ice strike at it.
It just
Alright,
started
make a
thundering.
spell resistance check.
It just
Make
started
a spell
thundering.
resistance check.
Goddamn spell resistance check.
And yes, if someone with knowledge planes would like, you can try to identify this creature.
That would be you, Linz.
But it's not her turn yet.
I identified it. It's a demon.
She's got eyes on her turn, when it's not her turn, though.
Did you hear what I said, Hal, about the weather?
What'd you say?
It's just started thundering again.
I thought I'd heard it rumbling. Is it a caster check, Lockhart?
Knowledge nature.
Spell resistance.
Where's my spell resistance? Where's my button for that?
Well, probably caster level with bonuses.
I don't have any bonuses mixed in for it. I have concentration.
I think it's knowledge planes. You needed.
Concentration.
Lindsay, I think you needed a
So it's a
planes
caster
check
level.
on
It's a
that.
caster level, and I have spell penetration, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be. Does it add my casting stat? Yes.
There we go.
No, I don't believe so.
It's just the level plus spell penetration.
Yes.
So this is the roll without spell penetration.
If it's not put into it, remember your -2.
I've got that. That's in this.
Okay. All right.
So that plus spell penetration bonus, which apparently somehow should be added but isn't, and I don't know where to add it. Oh, there it is. I see it. What did I add? Spell penetration +2?
Yes, I believe so.
I think it is. I think it's +2. So that would be a 23.
All right, roll your damage.
Cool. Hang on, let me get out of this. I've added the +2 to my caster level check for spell
I'm
penetration.
pretty sure 26 will succeed.
What? For what? Oh, the save?
Yes.
Yes, that will succeed. 12d6?
10.
Andy, sorry, I keep forgetting. Keep me honest, Lockhart. 22, that's pretty appallingly bad.
He seems only slightly frosted.
Did he resist some of that?
Possibly. It would be difficult to tell. Or maybe he just has a massive amount of hit points. Or both.
Yeah,
41.
right.
Wow.
I take the armor bonus from further.
Arrow on the wind.
Juniper knows all the things.
Juniper know the thing. What is it, Juniper?
Juniper rolled a 41 for
Wow.
planes.
Okay.
And then vanished.
On Juniper's turn, she will be able to reveal that information, hopefully.
Hopefully. I like that.
When it comes her turn.
I
I
think I know what kind of demon this is.
I'm going to.
That says you're wrong.
What? Well, it's got a name,
Very
so I'm
fact-
guessing it's an advanced version of whatever kind of demon it is.
The very fact you said that means you're wrong. It's not a demon.
Oh, it's not a demon.
It's the very fact you said that means you're wrong.
Oh.
Arrow's turn.
I said it's a demon.
Oh.
Most things are demons.
I would logically deduce that the orifice in its chest is rather vulnerable.
It's actually kind of snapping and stuff.
It wants to eat you, dude.
It's difficult to say what is vulnerable in creatures that don't follow proper material realm rules.
Chop it in
Still,
small
I'm going to
bits.
aim for the chest.
Fair enough. You're
I'm going to
taking-
flurry it.
Okay. Are you taking the extra
Oh,
attack?
sorry. I will take the extra attack. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's all right. That was just some timing difference.
Okay. So, huzzah and za.
Oh yes. All right. Wow. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is quite a lot of damage, I think. 37 will confirm a crit with a 32 for 40, 58 plus large 64 plus within 30 feet 64, 67 points of damage.
Jeez.
I really like Arrow. Have I mentioned that?
We need to get t-shirts.
27 plus will hit for 24 points of damage.
Hello, Roo. You got a treat?
90.
Let me bribing you.
16 will miss. 32 with a 28 plus will hit with a second crit of 58.
64?
Yes, 64. Did you just kill in one strike?
Yeah.
Oh my god, did I?
I think you did.
Yes!
A 25 will hit.
Apparently you killed Lindsay as well.
Sorry.
22 points of damage. Well, plus. It falls bleeding to the ground, and you will easily
Yay!
be killed, I'm sure.
Good job.
You are welcome.
Two crits, dealing like over 150 points of damage in one go.
The
Nice.
Heather is pleased.
So what was it?
It was Baragara.
I knew it was a Baragara. It's a demon, isn't it?
They are natives of the Abyss that serve demons, but they are not full demons themselves. They aren't born from sin.
They're just monkeys that live down there.
Basically, yes.
Nice.
I guess now we got to figure out who he's got jailed in here.
And so is the party finishing him off then?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Unless Arlo would like to have tea with him. We defer to our party leader.
Yeah, I think we need to start calling her Jiminy Cricket. She can be our moral compass.
It is a creature of the Abyss, which would typically mean it is as unredeemably chaotic and evil as they come.
And it
Like
did threaten
Gorham.
to eat us earlier. So
No, Gorham is perfectly redeemably evil and from evil and such.
he's just misunderstood.
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 So I ask once more, is the party finishing it off?
Yes,
Or just,
I'm
no.
going to do it because I'm upset that I didn't get to use any kick-ass big spells on it.
Very,
Yes.
very good.
I will allow this.
How gracious of you.
Like you actually had a choice.
Thank you, boss lady.
Well, she could pin-cushion us if we don't do what she says.
She could, but I'm sure that could be considered evil too, I'm sure.
Hey, if you guys are going to tease me about being bossy, I might as well own it.
Own it. Own it. It's alright.
So
We'll
I
start
don't
using
think
you
I
giving favors from the GM soon because I used
So-
to get that.
Search the room.
Alex swoons and links arms with Arrow.
Search.
Arrow has a girlfriend now. Awesome.
There's an old guy.
Old guy.
Yeah, right there. There's an old guy.
Ah.
All right. Searching the initial area, the chest by the desk contains what appears to be a person's gear almost. There's leather armor, a bow, arrows,
Pants.
a heavy mace, a scroll case that seems to have a number of scrolls inside it.
Cool.
There's also the chest, which contains a fair number of coins and some small bits of jewelry as well.
We'll shake that into the party inventory.
So it's probably the old guy's gear.
Maybe. And I'll also read the scrolls.
A scroll of Breath of Life, 2 scrolls of Lesser Restoration, and a scroll of Neutralized Poison, all divine in nature.
Nice. So Demir could use it?
Yeah, yes, but unfortunately they're this old guys.
Let's see. As you approach
Is he alive?
and look through them, you are able to see that one of them has a cellmate in them. However, whereas the others appear to just have the cells closed, this one you can see it appears that a person's hand almost has smoothed stone over and around the doorway itself, sealing it completely.
Been stone shaped.
Quite possibly.
That's a bit of a shame. Who's inside? Can we see?
Who's there?
Hello! I'm Demir. How are you? You don't look very happy in there.
Food.
Yes, we can do that for you. Can we get it through the door to him? Oh, jeez.
You see,
I think more importantly than food, he needs a bath.
the old man is covered with angry welts and scars which appear to have been inflicted by horrific suckers. He shows signs of starvation and gives the appearance of having a broken spirit.
Oh, poor old guy.
Sausages? Whiskey?
Don't give him the sausages.
Who are you?
I'm Demir Greycastle. Hello. I'm a servant of Caedan Kalian.
He's drunk.
Yeah, always. Do you want out of there?
No point. Are you here for the elf?
What? Yes, I guess we are. Did he put you in here?
Yes. Are there any others?
For the what?
No, I suppose not.
What?
Their gods have abandoned them too.
Oh, you're one of those miserable people who've given up on everything. How horrid for you! But there's beer and wonderfulness and songs and dancing and sex. Time to get you out of there and get you some sex. We have Arrow right here. She'll help you. I cast Stone Shape and open. I cast Stone Shape and open the door.
All right, you open up the door. He doesn't really get up.
Hello. Here, have something to
You're
eat.
going to make him angry and hunt you down.
What?
You're gonna piss him off and have him hunt you down, I bet.
That'd be
Stealing
nice.
his
That would
first sacrifice.
that would save us having to find him.
Sacrifice to what?
Yeah. You come all this way down and you don't even know what he's up to. What kind of idiots are you?
I can't Stone Shape you back in here, you know.
It won't make much difference to me. That bastard god of mine has already taken everything. I've given him everything, and I have nothing to show for it.
Recall his equipment. Who was his god?
I did see a holy symbol of Aristil.
Ah, the hunter god. You don't look like a hunter.
You simplify. You're not trained at any monastery, are you, boy?
No, I spend most of my time in bars and taverns.
I suppose so. You have the smell of piss about you.
Oh, really? Says you, doddering old man in the... Seriously? You're gonna throw that at me? Really? Jesus. You miserable old fucker. Get up. Come on, we're taking you out of here.
We want some respect for your elder.
Really? No, respect is earned. That's one thing I do know. And you're a miserable old bastard and there's no need for it.
Like I said, you know nothing about Aristel, and still he spits on me from above.
Really? No, I'm pretty certain he doesn't. I'm pretty certain you're doing this yourself. You chose this, I'm pretty certain.
Did I choose to lose my wife and sons?
No, you didn't.
Did I choose to spend every last day of my community building up, sharing my knowledge, and have it all ripped from me? Did I choose that?
No, but you chose to be a miserable old bastard who gave up.
I spent my entire life into it. I built communities. I built my family and had it taken away.
And I'm sure they're very proud of you right now, you miserable old fuck. Now get up and let's get out of here. Your shit's down here in this room.
You can leave without me if that's the respect you're going to give.
You want respect? Stand the fuck up. Get some fucking respect. Sat in here eating your own fucking shit or whatever you've been doing. Seriously. Christ's sake, have a fucking bath. I cast prestidigitation on him.
Did you work with Asmirin here?
If you're with this joker, I'm not telling you nothing.
He's not. He's just having a bad day. Don't take it personally.
I'm having a very good day.
He's in his cups.
He's not drunk enough.
Do you want to roll knowledge religion?
Oh, boy. Oh, I'll take a shot.
26.
Yeah, Aristil is much more about hearth and home and community. A heavy emphasis upon elders and respect and such like that.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty miserable. All right, I'm very sorry. I apologize for my harsh words. Yes, I can see how terrible it must have been for you and to lose your family. But this is not the way to be. They're not going to be happy with you sat rotting in this cell.
I don't imagine they'll be up to anything at all. They're dead.
You know as well as I do that that's not necessarily the end of things, and that they're somewhere.
Somewhere enough taken away from me. And I know as well as you, there's no guarantee I'll end up with them anyway.
Well, there isn't, but why give up?
Exactly, there isn't. No promises are kept.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
He lays down the laws and expects us to try and teach and build communities and stay strong together, and then he does everything to rip us apart.
Doesn't your God teach you self-reliance?
You say that as though... Yes, because when you came from the womb, you just walked out there, everything done all by yourself. Is that right?
That's
No
not what I'm
brother to
saying. You're
feed
old
you.
enough to be self-reliant. You've learnt skills and you've done things. Clearly, by the equipment out there, you're clearly very competent. You've chosen to give up. That's what you've chosen
Once
to
again,
do.
you reveal your naivety if you think you can separate the dependence that builds your foundation from the
Well-
rest of your life. Community is what holds things together.
Okay,
Is what it's supposed to be.
so what are you trying to tell me? That you think your god should have stepped in and protected you and your family?
Yes,
Because the gods do that, don't they?
they're supposed to. They're supposed to stand for what we follow them for.
I don't think that's true. He can represent all he wants and he can give you power all he likes, but the decisions you make your own.
Give. Give. I dedicated my life, and I got some, but never enough. Never enough to bring them back. Maybe you're one of those that stumbled upon it, but some of us worked and prayed earnestly and got a little flicker. We were happy with that and used it.
There's always a
But
way to
give.
bring them back. Why don't you go find something that can bring them back? There is magic out there that could do it, right?
You assume one as old as me to be able to go out and do that. Be a
I don't
fool's
make-
errand.
Really? So you're just going to sit here and give up? Abandoned by your god.
Time ago.
We could help you.
How so?
Well, maybe we could find some magic that would help bring your family back.
At this point, the only magic I want is to be able to spit in his eye before I die.
Well, you're not going to be able to do that unless you worship him enough to be able to get near him, now are you?
I won't give him another damn bit of worship.
Really?
Really?
So terrible.
You have your god abandon you in your hour of need. The one moment you truly and desperately try to ask something and it's not given.
Did he abandon you?
That's why I have multiple gods, for when the first god lets me down.
Did he abandon you?
Of course he did.
Tell me about it. What happened? Did you reach for power and it wasn't there?
Best place.
Hmm?
This hardly seems the best place.
It's not
Besides,
like
what do you care about me?
It's not like you're going anywhere, right? You don't want to leave this room.
We could escort you to the surface.
Aren't you angry about this stuff? Clearly you are. Why don't you focus it and use something constructive?
Fine. Get me out of here. I'll do something constructive. I'll leave.
Such a cheery guy. Okay, here's your things.
You know, you might as well have these. You can have better use of them than I can.
I don't think
He
that's
hands you-
true. Take your things.
No, he hands you the scrolls. He takes the
Oh,
rest.
then I'll keep the scrolls. Yes, we'll take those. Thank you, sir.
He's ex-clerk now, I'm assuming.
You're
Sounds-
assuming.
Is there any way to inspire him to actually be reasonable here?
Possibly, but you went off to a horrible start.
Yeah, you know how good my knowledge of religion is.
No, you just went off to a horrible role-playing start.
Really?
Yes!
Really? No.
We're not going to start on Hal's role playing now as well, are we?
Apparently.
No,
Maybe
no,
I need
I'm saying
to
I'm saying it was
switch.
good in character. I'm saying
Okay.
it's good in character, but if your character starts like that, you're not going to do good with your player goals of trying to redeem him.
Well, that's the role
It
playing
is.
bit.
It is.
I will offer the old man some food and whiskey.
He will accept it. Thank you. You at least seem to have a bit proper respect, Gem Lad.
You made it that far.
Young
This
lad.
old.
Arrow could offer her ring of sustenance to him. She
Right.
doesn't have much, but she can at least keep him from starving.
Well, once he's out, it should be fine.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I was resisting food while he kept me in here. Figured better I die at my hand than his.
Which he, may I ask?
The elf priest.
I see.
This.
The Pharasma worshipper?
No pharasma. That's an amulet of Yamasoth if I ever saw one.
Yamasoth? The spider god?
No. He worships the polymorph plague, the Clip-Off Lord Yamasoth.
I see.
That's why there's so many of those gribbly things.
He's trying to open some door down here to him. The realm of his god. Bring it in person. Says there's a door down here that he can refocus to Sekatar Sarakis.
That sounds bad.
It's an abyssal realm, deep, where the Clip-Off Lord Yamasoth dwells.
So this sounds slightly worse than the world wound in ideas, then.
You hear that, Hal?
Yes, I can hear that.
I heard it.
Okay.
The world wound might let in some demons.
Well, there's
He's
a big
about to bring his own
something-
damn deity in.
letting something in the sky right now.
So his goal is to tear the world apart.
I have no idea what he's up to. Maybe he thinks he'll have control of it. Maybe he's mad. Maybe he wants to end it all too in a flash of glory. Don't blame him for that myself.
Maybe he thinks his god left him too.
Does this guy need healing at all?
Not that you can offer. Any damage would be from starvation and such.
Can't we heal that?
Is he down?
No, I don't. I mean, maybe restoration can heal it. Mostly, he just needs to eat.
Okay.
I've only got orc rations, but he's welcome to have a few days of those if he wants.
Thank you. If I could ask one thing, I'd ask if you can make sure the way is clear heading upstairs, but I understand if you're focused on your mission.
We were quite thorough in the previous floors.
Fair
We'll
enough.
walk
Then.
you out.
Yeah, it's only.
If you actually want to go out, it's pretty dangerous around here. There are giants and stuff around.
I think we killed off most of the giants and
Well.
red caps.
Maybe.
Weren't you the one that said I need to venture out and try and do something?
I did say that.
Then I better go do it.
Perhaps
Are you
Demir
just going to go
meant
like
that
suicide in the forest? Is that what you're intending to do?
Nope, we are not in Japan.
What
Oh,
matters
No.
it to you? What matters it to you? What I do?
of course
I
it
thought
matters.
your mission is down below with the elf, not me, right?
No, that's not necessarily true.
Well, then I guess we can just go all the way, and you can just spend weeks trying to teach me the errors of my ways after I've lived probably 2 or 3 times longer than you.
Clearly you've had some bad experiences, and that's been really terrible. But it's no reason to give up on a lifetime of what you've done.
I
Yeah,
almost
kinda
remember
being
days
grumpy at
of
us.
you. I
We-
almost
we-
remember.
We're trying to help you a little bit here.
I suppose I can thank you for that.
You can. That would be a good start.
As Marin headed off to town, you might be able to meet up
He's
with him.
alive. There is another. Huh. How did he manage it?
Locked himself
Sold
in
his
the
body
tower.
for sex. I like my version better.
It's a good version. I like it too.
Fair as me. Smart. Yeah, he is a daughter still. I hope for the best for him.
We found his daughter too.
We're pretty good, actually. We're quite helpful and we're quite useful
How
to
do you
know.
mean you found his daughter?
She came
She's
to
out in
find
the
him.
Underdark.
No, she came to find him.
And got
Oh.
turned to stone, and then we turned her back, and... Long story of glory and good deeds.
Glory.
Well, at least Era still tries to smile on someone.
More importantly, we reunited the family.
We've kind of done a lot,
Oh,
which is
very
maybe
nice
why
of you.
we're a little tired of... Oh, God, that's really loud.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's pretty exploding.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not flickering yet, but
No.
it's really loud. Sorry. It's very atmospheric. If we're in the middle of a thunderstorm in the game. But we're not.
Well, it should only take us like 20 minutes to get back up to the...
It's
It,
hardly
will-
gonna be
it
anything.
won't take you very long at all. 20 minutes, and the way is generally clear.
If you want to wait in the Pharismere, we can escort you out of here. Once we're done. We can leave you with rations and supplies.
Where's Casimir, then? It's not here anymore.
We dismissed him to the village, did we not?
He left with his daughter.
I believe he went to take word to.
Well, if it's safe enough for him, it's safe enough for me, ain't it?
I guess. There was 2 of them, though. And
Well,
as you said,
Aristotle has left me with only myself, so I guess I'll just have to go with that if I'm following my god.
Oh my god. Can I stab him? What's my alignment?
Sorry, if I may.
I don't think any alignment would actually begrudge you stabbing this guy.
What's the alignment I need for just stabbing the annoying character?
I think all of the alignments are fine, to be quite honest.
Have you considered worshipping Desna? Blood for Desna.
Blood for Desna.
Have you considered having a full frontal lobotomy?
Right now. They can have their ways. I'll have mine.
We should have a long conversation. I'm sure we would get along famously about gods and deities. I'm not a cleric like you, but I do understand a little bit.
If you're not a cleric, you don't understand at all.
Really.
Yeah,
I don't understand what it's like to have something thrust upon me that I didn't really want. By a god. At least you sort it out.
Put your fucking moaning penises away. Jesus. Don't care. Everybody's miserable. Let's just get on with it.
Sir, I apologize for my comrade.
Don't you dare apologize for me. Don't you even presume to apologize for me.
Don't you even presume. I'd had nothing thrust upon me. I worked and slaved for his service.
And that's exactly what I said.
I spent the prime years of my life. He didn't even give me the goddamn respect to take it away at a young age I could start over. I'm all but spent and have nothing left.
Okay, what spells can I use to mute somebody?
Silence. Lightning bolt.
Ear-piercing scream. That'll shut him up.
I think we should all just cast that on ourselves right now.
Then
youngsters have more important things to do than walking a man back to town.
Oh, yes.
He's been at for weeks. Who knows how close he is?
Can you give us any advice on dealing with him?
Quick. No mercy.
Where this door he's trying to open is, I assume down still, or?
I never been this far. Only the abbot had the key to those doorways, and we never opened it to my knowledge.
Sure you don't want to come and help? Clearly you've got
What help could I give?
Well, you've got a bow, right? I assume you can use it.
I do have a bow. You're changing your mind awfully quick, son. You want me in safety or not?
Do you know what god I follow? You do understand that, right?
Yes.
I can change my mind
God.
50 times in a single conversation. That's just normal. I think you'd be useful coming with us, and I think it would do you good.
Following your god doesn't make you your god yourself.
Oh my god.
Or if you need a handful of coins to help you onto the next town. And
It represents bravery, not stupidity.
Hey, who's being stupid? I'm allowed to change my mind, right?
An old fellow like me would just slow you down. I've been captured by his forces once.
We'll look after you. We can continue our deep and meaningful
stupid.
conversations around the campfire.
No,
You like
I think
stories around campfires, right? You could be part of the group. It would be great for you.
seems like you're trying to decide for me.
No, I'm offering you an alternative to walking out into the wilderness on your own.
And I'm declining.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. It was very nice to meet you. The door is that way. Here are some rations. Here is a weapon. Please leave very quickly. Ta-da! Done. Next.
It's not bad to roll, but there you go.
At least he's not a creepy voiced man.
I'm just teasing, you know.
Help the old man to the surface. You know.
But he is pushing even in the patience of me now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
give
Easy,
him his,
easy to persuade one of those clip-offs to do something.
give him his
Probably.
elder's
Jesus.
honor bundle of food and a few gold coins to see him off on his ice flow.
Yeah,
I'm sure we've got some cursed something or other we could give him. haven't we?
that would be
We
mean.
do.
Oh yeah, it would, right? That would be me.
However,
you're right.
can we remember which are our cursed things?
Yeah, it's in the list.
We could
Currently, the
accidentally do it.
cloak was wearing.
Oh, yeah, the cloak Gorham is wearing
Oh,
is
yeah.
cursed.
Only in the sunlight.
Yes.
I think it would look really great on him, Gorham. Jesus.
Are you going to offer it to him?
No, I'm kidding. If he wants to leave, let him leave. We're done with helping him if he doesn't want to be helped.
That's fine.
Charity only goes so far.
He kind of muddles around the courtyard slightly as you head back down.
We could let him into the Phrasme if he wants.
I'm sure he knows how to get in there, right? He used to
Yeah.
work here.
Oh, if he doesn't have a key.
Is there a key for it?
Yeah, we got it
Oh,
from
okay.
Aaron.
Well, you can offer. We could take him up to the courtyard and let him in if he needs to be.
Maybe a bit of a chance to rest wouldn't be bad.
It's a good idea. You go on in there and rest. If you need us, give us a shout. We'll
Are
come
you
back
leaving
and
the key with
we'll
him,
come
or-
back and check on you. It's difficult to suicide with a longbow.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah, I'm sure
Are
he can
you
try.
are you leaving the key with him, or are you locking him inside?
Oh, can you not exit even without the key?
No.
Guess
Ah,
you'll leave the
crap.
key with him then.
All right, give him a few days rations, and
That is the only key.
We don't need
so
to be in there.
if he dies in there, it's just sealed forever.
Possibly. Well, I mean, a new one could be made potentially, but
Sure, we could
currently
beat the door in,
it's-
Gorham.
All right.
I guess
Well,
offer him the
probably-
key if he wants it, or
There are 3 pigs in that tower. He can eat those if you like.
I think you'll find they're in your inventory, aren't they?
Pigs. Where are we? Where are we? Miscellaneous. Other. Where are we? Pigs. 3 pigs. Yes, pigs in the tower. Is what it says in the inventory. So he's more than happy to cook those if he likes. That should keep him going for a while.
Well, he can cook one, he can talk to one, and he can
Yeah.
save one for later.
Yeah, he can practice his archery on one of them. There's also a bunch of equipment, masterwork stuff in the tower as well. But not much. If we're concerned about losing it, I'll leave the pigs in there and drag everything else into the courtyard.
All right. That's probably as good a time as any to pause it for the night.
Yes.
yeah.
I think the sky's gonna fall in.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be good.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
There's gonna be a tornado and a flash flood. That's what the warnings were.
Sharknado.
Let me have a look at the weather. Hang on.
At least nobody brought up the werebears in front of the old man.
Maybe they were his friends.
Maybe.
Probably. Knowing my luck.
It's all your fault thing.
This is where we live, everybody. We're right in the middle of all of that.
All that green?
Yeah, we're currently in just the green bit, and we have 2 warnings. We have a coastal flood warning and a flash flood warning until 6 a.m. Yay!
Flash dance warning.
Currently, we are under 100% chance of precipitation with 92% humidity. Fuck you, Houston. Fuck you. Sorry, that was my
So-
weather report for the day.
I like your weather report.
Shall we have experience?
Let's do it.
Did we earn any? Did we get negative experience for like?
No, Arrow had loads of experience and we watched her do it.
You're just jealous because you didn't hit anything and kill it in one go like she did.
That's right.
She's a better character. We need to get Lockhart to make our character.
No, we need T-shirts that just say Arrow and Friends.
Lockhart, will you make me a character?
That's officially our name now. We're not like the order of something. We're just Arrow and Friends.
Lockhart,
We're
can
just
you
there
make
to
me a
watch her and carry her
character?
stuff.
I kind of like being the heart leader. This is nice.
It makes a change that I'm not the one that's getting like favors because I'm sleeping with the GM, who also happens to be
In
Hal, who is my
fairness,
husband.
that was still incredibly lucky to get 2 crits off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Because she only crits on a 20 and 19, and the attack number 4 is at like a -10 to her regular.
It's funny.
Wow.
So that last one was just incredibly lucky, really.
Arrow and friends.
But again, her crit is a ×3, so it is quite potent.
Arrow and friends.
I'm gonna send gifts up to Canada and blackmail, no, not blackmail, like persuade him to like make me a kind of
I hear
Better
my wife,
character.
Is what you're
I hear
trying to
my
reach
wife
for.
is interested in a hat with a veil for our wedding.
oh yes. I may know somebody who could help with that. In exchange for a big old GM made min-max character, please. I want to be awesome too.
That seems fair.
I let Hal make my characters. No more.
Your character was good until we met.
Till I played it. Yeah, I know.
No, your character is good. It's just, unfortunately, it's just not Arrow.
I'm shit at
Maxed to the finest fine-tuned point.
Who was it that used to do that back home?
Steve.
Dolson.
Yeah. Well, either
No,
Steve.
Steve Blees was
He
the
used to do
master.
that. Yeah, he was pretty good
His
at that.
character was designed from level 1 to level 20
Yeah,
with
it
every
was.
selection and desirable items at every single level.
Yeah, he had it all planned out, didn't he?
The most min-maxiness possible.
It was pretty impressive. Okay, the thunder is scaring me now. I would like to not
Okay.
be
Let's-
attached to anything
let's-
electronic for a while.
Go to experience quickly, if that's
Yes.
all right.
Yep, that's good.
2 CR8 Advanced Shoggoth Clip-Off for a total of 9,600. 4 CR4 Werebear
Oh,
for a
Jesus,
total
there were
of
only CR4.
4,800.
How much?
Don't we feel bad?
4,800.
Still didn't hear it. 4,000, did you say?
4,800.
4,000.
It doesn't matter. Someone else work it out. Can't hear it properly.
1 CR12 Barat Gara for 19,200.
That's a lot.
And rescuing Nildis Thalano, who you didn't even ask his name, 4,800. For a total of 38,400
Ooh, not
divided by
quite.
4, 9,600 experience.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
How many?
9,000.
9,600.
That's pretty close. We're getting there.
310, 279.
What I've got.
That's about one more session to level up. If you're at this rate, it's 315.
Say that
Yep.
again. What's the full number?
310, 279.
Cool. I'm very happy. Are you impressed with my restraint that I didn't fucking kill that fucker? Jesus. I'm fucking grateful. Jesus Christ.
I was
You
getting to
kind
that
of
point
came
too.
at him pretty disrespectfully in his mind.
Well,
He
whatever.
sat in his own piss in a cell. I can be as disrespectful as I like. He should have thanked me for letting him out, which he didn't do. If he's about respect, at least a thank you would have been nice.
We're not in this for the thanks. We're in this for the glory and the loot.
He's in this for the thanks. There's a link for you, Lockhart.
I
That
don't-
was the flood warring stuff. Did you write down the scrolls then? Because he did give you those in thanks.
Yes, I did. They weren't in thanks. They were just because he was miserable and can't cast them because he's not a cleric anymore.
You interpret
did you find
NPCs
that
how you
from, Val?
want.
Hal, where did you find that? That's amazing.
I know, right?
Quebec or America.
Life. Lesser rest.
Alright, are we good to
What
say
was the last
goodbye?
one?
What?
Breath of Life, 2 lesser restorations, and resist
Neutralize
neutralize
poison.
poison. Neutralize
Not too shabby.
poison. Good. It was worth letting him out, even though I could have stolen that from the door and let the fucker starve to death. Okay, say goodbye, all.
We're the good guys.
Remember.
To
Oh
like,
yeah, shit. And we've got
Simon,
Arrow
if
to
you-
let us remind us of that.
visit rpgmp3.com to check out the forums.
Yeah, and if you want more, yeah, come along and tell us who's right, Lockhart or me. All right, bye. It's definitely me.